Yeah, it's fine. All right. Everything works.
A sold-out house here tonight. We welcome you to the Capital Property Group pregame show. Adam Plager, Logan Rundy with you. Boy, it's been some time since we've had Friday night at Dodd.
Yeah, we've had a couple of full weekends off here in the last 2 weeks, but it's fun to be back, especially for a night like this, to have it right before the 250th birthday of America. I don't think it gets any better than that.
Well, you look at the calendar, you see you're at home on a Friday night, and a huge crowd to follow you. Boy, one of those nights you feel like you got to get the win.
You have to, and especially when you go on the road tomorrow with a really early turnaround, the earliest one of the year at 10:30 in Nashua tomorrow morning, and then you see two against a very good team at home in the Vermont Lake Monsters. This game's vital.
No doubt about that. Last night, real tough goal of it against the Lowell Spinners. That's when you just want to wash the slate clean from a clunker, really. How do you reset for tonight?
Well, I think you take some of the positives out of the game. We had 14 hits, right? The problem with that is Lowell had 17, so 31 combined hits between the two teams, and you didn't win that battle. Lowell's a team you're never going to win a slug out against. This team, this Norwich team that is based on pitching, and when the pitching explodes like it did last night, it doesn't give you much of a chance.
Norwich certainly looking for some better times here tonight. It is Military Appreciation Night, and we will welcome in the general manager of the Norwich Unicorns, Lee Walter. We chat a little bit about the meaning of Military Appreciation Night and why it's so special to the community here in Norwich. We're joined alongside the general manager of the Norwich Unicorns, Lee Walter, in the Mashantucket Barbecue Pequot Pavilion on Military Appreciation Night. Such a special night for this organization. What does it mean to not just the team, but really this community?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a big military community with the naval base down in Groton and, the electric boat where all the submarines are built. So, this organization going back to the Connecticut Tiger days has always done a lot to, show recognition and thank military members, both past and present, for their service and what they've meant to the country. And so that's something we try to continue. It's not the same as it used to be, of course. We don't have the military all-stars anymore. But with something once a year, we want to make sure that those military members, both past and present, know how much we appreciate everything they've done.
For fans who might not know what the military all-stars are, if you'd be willing to go a little more in depth on that ceremony and that celebration that was done here at Dodd Stadium.
Yeah, so for several years during the Connecticut Tigers days and early in the Sea Unicorns days, we partnered with the Better Business Bureau to help raise money for scholarships for military family members. And part of that was to have nominations sent in from fans in the area who wanted to recognize military members. And we used to pick 9 members of the military, both past and present, who were recognized in a pregame ceremony and also had a card set made of them. Unfortunately, that, kind of fell by the wayside a little bit. It's maybe it had run its course a little bit or something like that. But, we didn't want to stop recognizing those military members, and especially with this being the 250th celebration of America coming up this weekend.
Yeah, it is just a day away from July 4th. Hard to believe it has quickly come our way this summer. For fans coming to the ballpark tonight, what should they expect on this Military Appreciation Night?
Well, so certainly before the game, we'll have color guard, and we will have a firing squad and national anthem sung by a National Guard member. And, during the game, we'll have recognition as we always do. And, we are honoring military folks who come to the box office and they can buy an $8 ticket that will get them a voucher for a hot dog, bottle of water, bag of chips to go along with it. So just a way of saying thank you to those folks who help protect and serve our country.
As the general manager of the Sea Unicorns, any special moments, maybe specific Military Appreciation Nights or events that have happened here at Dodd Stadium that come to mind?
Well, not so much any specific nights, but the one thing I always love is during the middle of the game when we ask all the military members, both past and present, to rise and be recognized, and the teams pause for a few minutes to be able to give applause along with the rest of the fans. And, it's I don't have many military members in my family, but mad respect to all those people because it's not an easy thing to do. You're not getting paid well. You're going out there and you're putting your life on the line every day for this country. And so we just want to make sure that they know that we appreciate everything they've done.
Going back to last season, had those rows of New England uniforms, red, white, and blue. Very patriotic uniforms. How fun was it to see those on display all summer?
those were great uniforms, and they weren't specifically designed to be patriotic, of course. You know, we went with the red for the Rose and the blue for the Rivers in Connecticut, or in Norwich. But, you know, they did work out to be very patriotic. And, you know, I'm hoping that maybe in the future we can bring back the different military appreciation jerseys that we've worn in the past. I think the last one that we did was the Coast Guard specific ones were extremely popular that year. But every year we tried to come up with a nice, unique design for a different branch of the military. And so those things were great, and we wanted to put a pause on those for a little while, but never know, maybe someday down the road we'll bring those back.
Should be a lot of fun here tonight. It is Military Appreciation Night here at Dodd Stadium. Lee, as always, thanks so much for the time.
Adam, thank you, and appreciate everything you do for us, too.
Always great to chat with the general manager, Lee Walter. So much value for this ball game here tonight. Our players, our staff have some military ties as well. We send it over to the manager, Zach Gitcher, as him and the team share their thanks on this Military Appreciation Night.
AC Unicorn fans, my name is Mike Fiataroni, infielder for the Unicorns this year. I just want to say thank you to all the men and women that have served our country, either current or in the past. For me, it's very important because of my uncle Pat, who served in the Marines, and my big papa, who served in the battle, or in World War II in the Battle of Okinawa. Go Unicorns.
Hey, C Unicorns fans, this is pitcher Eric Mathewson, and I'd like to thank all the men and women in service for always protecting our country. I'd like to shout out my grandfather for being in the Navy and always being a good role model for me and my family. And thank you, everybody, for your service.
Hey, C Unicorns fans, this is Elijah Wells. Wanted to thank all the service members for coming out tonight and supporting us. My dad's a retired lieutenant colonel for the Marine Corps, so this night means a lot to me. And thank you guys for your service.
Hey, C Unicorn fans, this is infielder Kenny Noe. I just want to extend my gratefulness and thankfulness for all the military men and women out there for all that you do and the sacrifices that you made for this country. For me, personally, my cousin Tano served in Iraq, so it's very dear to me. And then my grandpa, Papa Joe, also served in Vietnam. So I'm very thankful for everything that you do. Go C Unicorns.
This is Zach Gitcher, manager of the Norwich Unicorns. Just wanted to extend a special gratitude and thank you to all the armed men and women that serve in the military for us, that are protecting us at home and abroad. Truly indebted to you guys for all that you do for us. My grandfather was in the Vietnam War as a door gunner, and all the respect and all the lessons that he's taught me from his years of service have meant the world to me, and these are things that I carry throughout every day that I'm here as a coach and just as a human being. So thanks, Pa. Special shout out to you, and to all the men and women again, thank you so much for all that you do to keep us safe here at home and abroad.
Joe DeLanzo, assistant coach for the Norwich Unicorns here. I want to thank all the men and women who serve our country and protect us and give us freedom here. I want to give a shout out to my grandfather who served in Vietnam, and then my Uncle Mike, who also served in Vietnam. I'm very thankful for you guys, and thank you to everybody who serves our country and lets us be safe and free and do what we do every day, especially be able to play here at Dodd Stadium. Thank you.
You buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
We're rolling right along. It's the Capital Property Group pregame show. Adam Plager, Logan Rundy with you. A Friday night at Dodd as we have crossed the midway marker last night. 30 games in the books. Logan, your first half takeaways.
Yeah, I think the big thing is you have to have a complete effort, right? We've had a lot of the good situational stuff, like hitting with, 2 outs. We've improved upon that. One of the big things I'm looking for is to put the pitching, the hitting, the base running all together in one game. I feel like outside of Wednesday night against Lowell, we really haven't done much of that. We had the hitting last night, but we didn't have the pitching. We made some key base running mistakes last night as well. This is the time of the year when you transition into the second half that you have to have everything going for you, especially with the teams around you playing as well as they are.
Let's go back into that fun one right here on Wednesday night. Jackson Powers, boy, what a night it was for him. Futures League Player of the Night. He's going right now 5 for his last 7. Kept the good times going yesterday against the Lowell Spinners. What have you seen from him?
Yeah, it's just been a complete approach, right? Being able to take pitches outside the zone, using all 3 facets of the field, away, middle, and pull side, and just being able to keep it simple, right? We talked to him at the end of the game on Wednesday night. He was 3 for 3 with a double and 2 RBI singles and a trio of RBIs. Like, it's nothing powerful, and the double was kind of down the line that he legged out. It really could have been a single. So he's just putting the ball in play, and when you do that, great things happen.
Let's roll the tape on all the great things happening right now for Jackson Powers. I want to go back to that first at-bat. Sac fly, that is situational hitting to a T.
Yeah, it is, and it's just another example of what he provides to the team. He gives you defense, he gives you offense. Occasionally he'll give you power, but the biggest thing he gives you is situational awareness. All he has to do is put the ball in the air at a medium distance, and he gets a run, and he did exactly that.
I thought he did make a really nice adjustment to it. Very short and very direct to the baseball right now.
It's all mental, right? We've talked about many times how this game is 70 to 80% mental, and he's thinking the game well, and he's got a clear head, and I think that's the biggest thing, and he's got to give some advice to other members of the team to kind of clarify things up top. In your head, I think that's really where we're at, especially last night with the base running mistakes and the pitching. It's just got to all be flushed, and he starts it.
Yeah, he certainly starts the engine. He has 4 runs driven in over the last 2 games. He's hitting .714 over the last 2. He's right back in there. Where else would you want him? Batting cleanup. Norwich has struggled to find production in that spot in the lineup. Powers is providing it.
No, it has, and I think with Powers being usually so far at the top or very far in the bottom, when you put him in the middle with a team that struggled last night to produce runs, again, 14 hits, you probably should convert half of those into runs. Couldn't even do that. So finding somebody that's hitting really well for you to maybe aid that number a little bit, it's a good move by Zach Gitcher.
You can only make one first impression, and Bryce Miller, boy, he is dazzled in his welcome to the Rose City. Boy, the Yale product out of San Diego, California. He's been so sharp behind the dish. Really working great with the staff, too.
He has, and I think he shows a great capability behind the plate to block the baseball. He has really good hands to frame the baseball, but I was excited to see how aggressive he was on Wednesday night. The first pitch he saw, he literally drove it right back up the middle. Really cool to see that, and especially from a lineup that hasn't had that approach, the aggressive but also compact approach as well.
He really likes the second inning, too. Roll the tape. Are you kidding me right now? Let's see that single right back up the middle. He didn't waste any time. He was on time to the baseball, too.
He was, and he's got a really short swing. He doesn't move a lot. It's a really small toe tap at the front of it. His head stays still, and his arms stay on that linear path. It's a really nice swing.
Both of his hits have come in the second inning, so he gets a much-deserved day off here today. Hard to catch in this heat 3 consecutive days, but it is exciting to add that type of catching depth to this group. He's also thrown out base runners in back-to-back games.
Yeah, he threw one out on Wednesday night. That was really pretty. Down the third base line and a quick tag. It's just a really quick fire, good pop time from him as well. He's really just a complete ball player and a complete athlete.
Certainly excited to have him here in Norwich the rest of the summer. We send it over to the Clubhouse Report with Zach Gitcher.
Welcome to the Clubhouse Report. Logan Rundy with you with manager Zach Gitcher. Zach, 14 hits last night in Lowell. Good offense for sure. What were some of the things you saw early on?
I think guys just had a really good approach against a really good pitcher. Papalardo's got really good stuff. He can fill up the zone with multiple pitches. And our guys just executed the plan that we talked about from an offensive perspective, and that amounted to a lot of hits. I think we had 10 off of him, and he's a good pitcher, so he knows how to work in and out of those jams. But I think from our perspective offensively, we did a lot of good things.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk about some of the runners in scoring position. How do you take that next step to be consistent in that department? Obviously, not too much run production off those 14 hits.
Yeah, I think, again, it's finding a way to do the little things right. I feel like a lot of games recently we've had guys on first and second or guy on second base with no outs or less than two, and we don't find a way to move them over or get a good pitch to hit. I think a lot of it is pitch selection, and a lot of it is just being a little more selfless. I think we're trying to we're worried about doing what's best for ourselves and getting hits rather than being a little more selfless, move a guy over. Who cares if you roll it over? Just got to get the guy to third and score him.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's turn the page here to Friday, right? It is Military Appreciation Night here at the ballpark. Your grandfather served in Vietnam. For you specifically, what does this night mean for you?
You know, I think it's always great to honor our veterans and our military servicemen and women because of what they do for us. You know, if they're not out there fighting, you know, helping us here and keeping us free back at home and abroad, then we wouldn't have a lot of the things we have. So it obviously means a lot to me having family members that have served and knowing what they've went through. So I just really appreciate all that they've given to us.
Yeah, absolutely, and it comes on the eve of the 250th anniversary of the United States. That type of energy, there's going to be a sold-out crowd tonight here. What is going to be your message to the guys before they come out here for first pitch?
You know, I think it's at the end of the day, come out, have fun, and bring the noise, bring the juice for the people that are here. You know, a lot of them have sacrificed a lot to give you guys the freedom to do this each and every day. So don't take that, don't take that for granted and come out and, give it all you got for 9 innings.
Yeah, absolutely. Military Appreciation Night here at the ballpark. It's going to be a hot one. Hopefully the Unicorns can bring some of that energy they did on Wednesday night in a win against Lowell. This has been the Clubhouse Report with manager Zach Gitcher. Adam, back to you.
Great stuff, as always, by you. The Clubhouse Report doesn't get any better than that. Zach Gitcher, as always, designs the starting 9. Tonight we look at his 31st lineup of the summer. Very similar look at the top. Same trio as last night. They're ultra productive. Kenny Noe right back in there at short. Different look at second base tonight. It is Michael Fiataroni. Then Taylor Kaufman gets the DH duties. How do you keep that success going?
Just keep doing what you're doing, right? Putting the ball in play, minimizing the strikeouts, and taking the walks when you need to. Especially for Michael Fiataroni, who has hit a little bit of a cold spell after a really hot start. He's back at his normal position tonight, and I expect him to have offensive production because of it.
Yeah, he does have hits in his last couple of games, but maybe not the power that we're used to seeing. So important to have that group going because Jackson Powers, he is our featured player on this starting lineup graphic for one reason in particular. When you go 5 for 7 over your last 2 games, you are going to get yourself highlighted, and you will find yourself in the cleanup spot. Another big opportunity for him.
You will, and I think the big thing for him is he's going to get pitched a little bit differently. Everybody knows he was the player of the night a couple of nights ago. Worcester knows that, right? When they do, they're going to give him some tough things to handle. A lot of it's going to be a way to challenge him to do the same things he was doing the other night, and they're going to speed him up because a lot of the pitches he's hit have been off speed.
There's some fresh blood right behind them. TJ Barry is rested, has not played for a few days. Same goes for Reese McCarthy. We've talked about energy with this group. You're going to need a lot of it from those guys.
Yeah, and especially guys that have had a huge impact defensively this year. They're going to have to make some plays. Again, this Worcester team drives the ball. They also pull the ball on the right side of the infield. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge for both guys just to get their legs back, especially in that heat, but I expect them to adjust quickly.
Henry Ayers is starting to find it again offensively. That's a good sign. Hits in 3 straight games. He will bat 7th. He is the catcher tonight, Jack Treat. In the 8th spot, and David Pengel. You always talk about the bottom 3. They have to be productive. We saw it last night from Lowell. They were a big part of their offense. What do you need to see tonight from that group?
Again, it's kind of simple at the top, right? Get on kind of the top, the third lineup, the 1, 2, 3, and then 7, 8, 9 got to get on. 4, 5, 6 got to drive them in. It's that simple, right? Especially when you have speed and youth at the bottom of the lineup with Treat and Pengel. Those guys are fun. They're little fireballs of energy. Hopefully they provide some fireworks down there.
No doubt about that. That is the starting 9 tonight here for the Norwich Unicorns. We'll take a timeout. On the other side, we're going to go around the bases with Colby Reggioen.
You buy better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for For years, you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. So much better at Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
Welcome down to the field. We're here with third base coach Colby Reggione. And here we've done a lot of base stealing, not only at home, but on the road as well. Where that starts is from pitcher tendencies picked up by my main man right here. Without giving away too many secrets, what are some of the things you look for from the pitcher's perspective to give that sign?
Our biggest thing is that Coach Joe Delonzo and I do is we're checking times, seeing where we are to the plate, kind of be able to adjust that, what we have with our catchers in between innings. It gives us a good idea of what our green runners are, what our yellow runners are. Another thing is too is kind of testing our looks. Obviously going over, boom, checking the first, how many times my head looks. There's a few things that we're looking for, but I don't want to give away all of our secrets.
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely a few things. Everybody does it a little bit differently, and you mentioned the green, the yellow as well. Different guys in more situational places. In terms of later stages in the game, when you need runs, when you're looking at the situations like we've had when we needed runs here in the past, what are you looking for kind of in those colors?
We're looking for guys that are going to be our 6'5", 6'3" guys that can absolutely burn, kind of like a David Pangle, kind of like a TJ Bear that we know, man, that once a good jump's there, we're going to give ourselves the best shot to be able to be safe at the next bag. And there's going to be a lot of times, there's been a lot of times so far where we've needed that late game where we need to be able to put the pressure on a catcher and a pitcher to be able to throw 127 feet. So yeah, we've been doing a good job of it so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to have you stay here. I'm going to go over to third base. One of the big things people don't really understand is the fact that you are so important. Oh, it's just a guy that's over there that's just telling you something. Show me. So I'm rounding the base here. Where are you trying to get in my eye level, right? If I'm rounding here, my head's got to be here, number one. Yep. Base runner has to be here. Can't look out here. It's not important at that point. What are you trying to do? How are you getting my attention? I'm here. I'm rounding. I'm looking.
Guys, I get deep here, bam. I get in the line with you, so you see me all the way through your vision. So you can see if I'm here, if last second, hey, hold. I want to be able to get there with you. So as you go, we can make an adjustment on the fly. That's why you'll see most games, like I'm over the coach's box most game, but once we get a runner scoring position, I'm cheating down here a little bit because I'm trying to be able to help you be able to score from right there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a part of the game that not a lot of people realize. Like, if they don't see you, it's game over.
Yeah,
right.
Anything could happen. And we had an incident earlier this year with Dave Pangle, man. I'm down here last second. I'm able to throw up the hold sign, and we're able to kick back and be able to keep putting the pressure on with first and third. So.
Absolutely. Now let's go back here. I'm down the line, right? At what point in these 90 feet is the make or break to stay or go?
Once you get right here, I'm with you all the way.
Right here.
Right
so
here.
Probably like 25 feet
25 feet, we're going. Once you take that turn and you're getting kind of around the cutout right here, I'm with you. Well, we got it, we're going. Right. We're going to be able to put the pressure on somebody.
Yeah, in terms of situational awareness, right, obviously a lot of games have been decided close, right, but early stages of the game, how do you define your aggressiveness in all three phases of the game?
You gotta be able to know what you have in the outfield. Just seeing guys throw pregame, seeing guys throw in between innings, and then just knowing situation of a game, man. Knowing where if it's a game we're struggling to get the runs across, be able to put the pressure, make them have to be able to throw us out. So it's kind of those are the two big things I'm looking for.
Absolutely. There's so many things that go into being a third base coach. Tendencies, pitcher tendencies, that is, whether it's knowing your outfielders or whether it's knowing your own personnel with the guys on base. This has been Around the Bases with third base coach Colby Reggione.
If you own rental property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental or a short-term property, they make ownership simple and stress-free. You own the property. They handle the headaches. Learn more at mycapitalteam.com. Capital Property Group, simplifying property ownership.
We're really looking forward to the possibility of working together. Absolutely. We believe this could be a great partnership.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Capital Property Group pregame show. Moments with Mike, with yours truly, Mike Neville, on Military Appreciation Night, July 3rd, 2026, the eve of America's most patriotic day of the year, the 4th of July, 250 years of the United States of America. I'm feeling patriotic. I got my Team USA hat. Team USA gonna look to get a win this coming Monday versus Belgium. But on the other hand, Sea Unicorns looking to get a win tonight. The times have not been good, let's be honest. Last night had a brutal mercy rule loss in Lowell, looking to change the tides here at Dodd Stadium as we welcome the Bravehearts back to town in what is supposed to be one of the biggest crowds that we've had here this season. We got fireworks, military appreciation night. You can't get any better than that. Justice will be served and the battle will rage. This big dog will get mad when you rattle his cage. You'll be sorry that you mess with. The US of A will put a Sea Unicorn at Dodd Stadium. It's the American way. Happy 250, everyone. Back to you, Adam.
Moments with Mike right back here. We missed him on Wednesday. Good to see him right back in the midst of everything. But we can't shut things down until we get our locks to victory.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, there's always two of them. Number one is know what you're playing for. These members that are in the crowd tonight have served your country and have taken an immense amount of sacrifices to do so. Play like you really mean it. Really wear your heart on your sleeve tonight and make the plays that you need to take a step further for. Whether it's diving for a ball, running a little harder on a ground ball, it means a lot to these military service members. And number two is pitch the ball at an extreme rate. To simplify it, hit spots, okay? Last night, it was just simply too good of hitting. From Lowell, right, the ball was right down the middle in a lot of situations. When you put up that many runs in 17 hits, it's going to be a huge issue. You have to have a guy like John Vieira-Diaz to come back on the mound who throws some fire for sure, but in tough situations, this Worcester team can hit, so there has to be spotting as well.
It's a special night for baseball. Back here on a Friday night as we celebrate 250 years of our great country. It's the Sea Unicorns and the Bravehearts right after this.
This has been a presentation of the Norwich Sea Unicorns pregame show, sponsored by Capital Property Group.
Three years ago, history was made.
Nicks and deals. Swing and a miss. There it is. It's over. The Sea Unicorns win. The Futures League runs through the Rose City.
2 years ago, they proved they could do it again.
Third, he's gonna come all the way home and score! The Norwich Sea Unicorns are back-to-back Future League champions.
In 2025, a dynasty was born.
A bouncer, Walsh charges in. He snaps it across the diamond. Say goodnight to the Bees. 3 straight championships in the Rose City.
Now the Sea Unicorns set sail for another chapter.
And we will now honor America and those defending our freedoms with the singing of our national anthem. Performing the anthem this evening, please welcome Liz Connolly.
Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so
sunset's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And once again, we ask that you please remain standing till the colors are retired.
Norwich Unicorn baseball is on the air from historic Senator Thomas J. Dodd Stadium. Adam Plager alongside Mike Neville's the Unicorns look to get back on track here tonight after a 16-4 defeat last night at LeLacheur Park. We take a look at tonight's starting pitching matchup here today. John Diaz is on the rubber for the Norwich Unicorns. He goes opposite the Wheaton product, Greg Strite. A real big outing in front of John Diaz in front of a packed house.
You know, John is no stranger to pitching at a packed Dodd Stadium. He was the opening day pitcher way back on May 30th, which seems like years ago. We have another big opportunity for him right here tonight at a rockin' Dodd Stadium. His last game, 2 innings, 3 earned runs, 4 hits, and 3 strikeouts. A little bit of a bump on the road, but he has been solid through 17 innings, 2-1 record, a 4.58 ERA, and 11 strikeouts. Looking to add more to that category tonight.
No doubt about it, this is a response game, and you need a punch back after the way things went south last night in Lowell. That is not the identity of this group, and for this Norwich team, boy, time is of the essence. 4 games under 500. They have crossed the halfway point in the season. Well, it's time for this group to get back to business and a good chance tonight on Military Appreciation Night.
And they're 1-1 when it comes to firework nights. They do very well here at home when the crowd is right. A phenomenal team. Despite how they went early on this year, they've kind of been back and forth, although as of late have really picked things up. As a team, they're batting .274 with 15 home runs, so they are electric, that's for sure.
We take a look at the numbers for the right-hander, John Diaz. So far this summer, the young right-hander out of Putnam Science Academy, 17 2/3 innings worked, a 2-0 record. 11 strikeouts for the 10 walks. Here's a look at how things have unfolded for him so far this summer. right-hander Jonvier Diaz. Boy, he is so good when he's dialed into the strike zone. When he works ahead early in counts, that's when he's at his best.
And he's a pitcher that throws strikes and comes right after his batters. Of course, that fastball, as you said earlier in the broadcast, Adam, sits at around 92. That's his high point that he's had. Although I think this crowd is really going to electrify him and help him pitch an excellent game. He had a great game opening day, as we said, looking to keep the good times rolling for him here against this Bravehearts team. And this is going to be a test. We're at the halfway point mark of the season. Beyond that, we got about a full month of baseball left here in the Rose of New England. And a Norwich team, as you said, has been struggling. Last night, you know what, that's in the past. But just forget about that. Play hard-nosed baseball, and let's get the win versus the Bravehearts on the eve of 250 years for the United States of America.
Worcester Bravehearts wearing their specialty USA uniforms on this July 4th celebration. We do it a little early here tonight. It is Jacob Malfount, the shortstop, that leads it off. Batting second is the third baseman, Jordan Luna. Julian Mercado hits third in right field. Hunter St. Dennis has been dangerous to start this summer for the Worcester Bravehearts in the cleanup spot. Will Kramer, the DH, bats fifth. Benny Hesse does the catching, batting sixth. Mason Borderlone hits seventh. First pitch home is ruled for ball one, a little outside, officially underway, 6:35 local time. Kate Centraccio hits eighth at second base, and Braden Cowley rounds out the starting nine here tonight. The righties offering home. Wave and a miss. Good life on the fastball for Diaz.
Malfon is an incoming freshman at the University of Connecticut for the Huskies. He just started his collegiate career on June 24th. In his debut, he went 3 for 5 against Nashua through 5 games.
The 1-1 home. Outside, 2-1.
Yeah, Diaz really working that fastball early. 3 straight fastballs. Has not seen an off-speed pitch from him yet, although that curveball is nasty and in his repertoire.
2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch home. That is on the outer black for strike 2. What a pitch. That was all over the edges. And Diaz is gassed up right now, throwing the heat early on here tonight. It's even, 2 balls and 2 strikes on the leadoff man, Malfant. The pitch, chase on the wipeout slider, goes tumbling away from Ayers, and reaching to begin the ball game is Jacob Malfant. Boy, is a wipeout slider. It is going to go down as a strikeout, but the leadoff man is on here tonight for Worcester.
So I thought that he got a piece of that one at the end of his bat, although that slider, really, really nasty pitch. Ayers had trouble corralling that one, and we have the first base runner of the game on early.
Let's take a look at the starting 9 tonight for the Worcester Bravehearts. Jacob Malfant is on. Batting second, Jordan Luna. He's at third base tonight. Julian Mercado has the right field duties, batting third. Hunter St. Dennis hits fourth in the cleanup spot. Will Kramer is the DH, batting fifth. Benny Hess does the catching, batting sixth. It's Mason Borderlone in left field, batting seventh. Kate Centraccio at second base, hitting eighth. And Braden Cowley rounds out the starting 9 here tonight for Joe Galvin's side. Fouled off, strike 1 for Jordan Luna, one of the newcomers for Worcester.
38, 39, and 40, the top 3 numbers for the Worcester Bravehearts today. Luna, 1 hit versus Norwich in his career this summer, batting .259 with the homer.
That's slapped back to the mesh. Last time Norwich and Worcester met at Dodd Stadium, it was back on May 31st. These two teams were supposed to meet here in Norwich on Monday, June 22nd, but because of thunderstorms and rain showers, we will have a doubleheader here on July 9th. The righties offering home. That was the changeup. It slashed foul for strike 2. It is Luna batting. One of a number of infielders. 11 infielders now on the roster. They are deep in that department. Rising junior is Luna out of LSU. Uris out of Washington, Louisiana. In the back of the righty box, 0-2. Wave and a miss. Another wipeout slider. And the throw from Ayers is wide up the first base side of the second base bag. Either way, back-to-back strikeouts on a nasty downhill slider. And he has fooled the top of the order so far tonight.
So Ayers having trouble getting that slider, picking it up from Diaz. This is the first inning, so they're going to have at least 4 innings to work together and try to figure this out, although as you said, Adam, back-to-back strikeouts to start the game.
Julian Mercado in the lefty box. That open stance, the pitch home, that is lined over the leaping reach of Noe. The wave at third for Malfan. He'll come racing to the plate. RBI base hit, Julian Mercado. And the Bravehearts punch first tonight. It's 1-0.
So for Mercado, that's his 16th RBI on the season. The hottest hitter for the Bravehearts now on base. And, you know, it's unfortunate that happened. Back-to-back strikeouts, although as these Unicorns have done this season, creating runs for the other team, it's time to nick it in the butt as soon as it can.
First pitch home. Good block by Ayers. Ball 1. It's Hunter St. Dennis batting here for the Bravehearts. He's in the cleanup spot of their order. St. Dennis is dangerous as they come towards the top of their order. Out of the University of Maine in Laytonsville, Maryland, stands in that righty box. And speaking with Zach Gitcher, boy, when he was going through the lineup, he circled Hunter St. Dennis's name. That's the one guy you can't let beat you tonight. 2-0 on him. Diaz goes inside. Check swing from St. Dennis. He did go around for strike 1.
St. Dennis having a phenomenal game on June 29th versus our cross-state rivals, the Bees. He went 4 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBIs. So Diaz looking to own him.
From the stretch is the righty. His pitch home, another check swing. That's in the zone, and that'll run it even. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And the first 2 batters, including St. Dennis, just don't seem comfortable going up against Diaz. That slider and the fastball have really been working to perfection.
He's been tunneling them tonight. The 2-2. That is taken a little inside for ball 3. Norwich in their home white uniforms today. The Unicorn scripture in gold across the chest and the gold numerals on the back. It's the red, white, and blue numbers on the back tonight for Worcester. They really look nice in their navy blue setup today as they honor the stars and stripes. And Diaz loses Hunter St. Dennis. It's the first walk issue tonight. And some traffic on for Worcester. We go around the horn defensively for Norwich here tonight. Over at third base, it is Reese McCarthy. The shortstop tonight is Kenny Noe. He has been a regular in that department. Over at second base here today, on the right side of the infield, Michael Fiataroni back in his natural position defensively. And over at first base, Jack Treat. Outfield from left to right. Jackson Powers in left field. David Pengel up the middle and center. And TJ Bayer in right. Check swing. That is in there for a strike. It is Will Kramer batting.
Kramer has been phenomenal versus the Sea Unicorns this year. 4 hits versus Norwich so far with 4 RBIs. And he had an RBI in last night's 11-3 win versus Westfield. Another dangerous hitter for the Bravehearts, batting .323 with a home run and 11 RBIs. He has his 12th RBI out at second base in Mercado, although Diaz looking to strike him out right here after a nasty slider we just saw.
No balls and 2 strikes on Kramer. Diaz looking for that second out of the inning. That was an awkward check swing, and just getting a piece of it is Kramer. Those high socks for Will Kramer. He was a all-star last summer for the Worcester Bravehearts, a soon-to-be sophomore at Pepperdine in California. Out of New Hope, Pennsylvania, had 5 hits in the all-star game at Polar Park. The Bravehearts were the hosting team in that all-star game. It's 0-2 on Kramer. Right on right matchup, couple men on. St. Dennis on at first, and Mercado at second. That's in there for strike 3. We take a look now as we have our graphics panel up there and organized. Here is a look at that Unicorns defensive alignment here today. Fiataroni over at second base with Jack Treat over at first. The outfield from left to right, Jackson Powers in left. David Pengel back up the middle, covers so much ground in center field, and TJ Bayer in right. Henry Ayers does the catching with John Vier Diaz out on the hill, makes his 6th start of the summer. Already with 3 strikeouts this inning, something rare that you normally won't see, but has a chance for 4 strikeouts in 1 inning.
will not happen. That's in the air, right center field. Covering it in a hurry is TJ Bayer to squeeze it. The Bravehearts strike first on the RBI single tonight from Julian Mercado. The Norwich offense when we come back. This is Unicorns Baseball, streaming live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
We head to the bottom of the first inning here tonight. Worcester Bravehearts on top, 1-0. And the Unicorns looking to respond against the right-hander Greg Strait. Look at the numbers for the righty out of Wheaton College in Massachusetts. He gets the baseball here tonight for Joe Galvin. Mike, what should we know about the right-hander?
Well, his last two games he'd like to forget about. June 7th, he just made it a little over an inning, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. And then on the 23rd of June, 2 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 home runs. And then his very last game, June 30th, he started dialing it in a little bit more, just over an inning pitched, 1 hit, although 18 innings, 6.00 ERA, and as I said, 2 games versus Norwich.
We take a look at the starting lineup tonight for Zach Gitcher's side. He scripts it once again. Kenny Noe has been a regular at the top of the order for the Unicorns. He'll start the train out of Monmouth University in Freeport, New York. On a 10-game hitting streak is Noe. Michael Fiataroni bats second at second base with Taylor Kaufman in right field batting third. The same top of the order from last night in Lowell. They combined for 7 hits between the three. Jackson Powers, 5 for his last 7. He is white hot right now in the cleanup spot. TJ Bayer bats 5th in right field. Reese McCarthy at third base, batting 6th. Henry Ayers does the catching, batting 7th. With Jack Treat at first, hitting 8th. And David Pengel in center field. He rounds it out for Zach Gitcher's side.
So this Sea Unicorns team going into play just batting .239 as a team. 13-17 record, 4-8 at home, although 9-9 on the road. They have been road warriors for lack of better term, and they are 3-2 versus the Bravehearts, looking to extend that record to 4-2, although they will have to be on the comeback after the Bravehearts scored on that RBI single in the first inning. But with Kenny Noe starting up, you got to love it. And Norwich, of course, 2-5 in their last 7 road games, despite being that road warrior team that I mentioned. So on record, it looks like it's good, but it's been rough times for this team as a whole, especially 2-5 in the last 7.
Norwich on the flip side, 3-2 over their last 5 here at Dodd Stadium. They picked up a big win here earlier this week on Wednesday against those Lowell Spinners. That was an important game for Norwich, a come-from-behind victory. Kenny Noe in the hitter's count. Just 1 ball, no strikes. Set up outside is Benny Hess. Straight from the first base side of the rubber. Delivers the fastball a little low and away, 2-0.
Gitcher electing to go with the power hitter Noe at the top of the lineup, and why not? He's got a 4-game hit streak, 4 hits and 3 RBIs versus Worcester this season.
Hitters count, 2 balls and no strikes. The offering from Straight. There's the curveball, tumbles in there for strike 1.
Taken all the way on that one was Noe. This season he's batting .364, 2 home runs and 18 RBIs. Arguably the best hitter on the Unicorns, second to Michael Fiataroni.
2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch home. That is down and in for ball 3. Norwich
looking to respond right away after surrendering the game's first run. It was a RBI hit for Julian Mercado to begin the night here at Dodd Stadium on a boiling hot summer night in southeastern Connecticut. Big wave and a miss there for strike two.
Third baseman Luna playing even with the third base bag. He must be expecting Noe to drop down a bunt, but now he will return to his normal field position with a 3-2 count.
Full count on Noe from the stretch straight. His offering home. Upstairs, he lost him. Leadoff walk to the Norwich shortstop, and it will bring up Michael Fiataroni with the man on. It is 94 degrees at field level today. It feels like 103. If you like the heat, then this is the place for you. I can tell you one guy that really loves it, Alex D'Ambrosio. His pregame routine, he walks the track, sleeves rolled up, working on that nice summer tan he's got going on. It's his pregame ritual, he says.
Little Tristan Cassis action out there.
I can never do that. I would burn up. Lobster eyes. Check in on Noe. Norwich still leads the Futures League in steals so far this summer. And Noe is a guy that will steal from time to time.
3 stolen bases on the year for him, but he's got a healthy-sized lead there at first.
Playing off the bag at third is Luna. There is room down that way. Fiataroni's taking the changeup for a called strike.
Fiataroni recently played in the Prospects game here at Dodd Stadium. He did go 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, but versus Worcester, he's 5 for 13 on the year, and he had 2 hits at Lowell last night.
He's really been swinging it nicely. Hits in 3 straight games now. Here's the pitch home. Fastball backs him up. Run the count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Fiataroni out of Shelton, Connecticut, Bryant University product. Back at his natural position over at second base. We've seen him play the corners consistently for Zach Gitcher's side. He is constantly in the lineup because of that versatility. The 1-1. There's the off-speed pitch, falls in for strike 2. So tough to take out a guy. He's hitting the way he has this summer, but he's been sharp defensively, and that is a challenge. Totally different responsibility. At first, the way he has really shown his mobility to scoop and gobble up balls. Another check-in on the base runner, Noe.
And Fiataroni's got reps at every position in the infield besides catcher and pitcher. 25 games played. He leads the Sea Unicorns in that category. And with a .317 average, 15 RBIs, and of course, he will steal. He's got 19 stolen bases if he gets on.
Been on that mark for a couple of weeks. The pitch home, bouncer on the right side of the infield. It's handled there by St. Dennis. They'll take the pass to the first base bag, and there is one gone in the Norwich first. We go around the horn defensively for the Worcester Bravehearts on this Friday night at Dodd Stadium. Jordan Luna at third with Jacob Malfant, the shortstop tonight. Kate Centraccio at second. Hunter St. Dennis patrols first base. The outfield from left to right has Mason Borderlone in left, Braden Calley up the middle in center field, and Julian Mercado to patrol right field. Benny Hess does the catching here tonight with Greg Straight on the rubber. Norwich has a man in scoring position. That is Noe. Kaufman, first delivery home, high chopper over to short, collected on the backhand side of Malfant. Long throw across the diamond will take care of Kaufman. It is a productive out. Noe advancing 90 feet, and the game-tying run 90 feet away with the guy who is red hot right now coming to the plate.
That's right. Jackson Powers has been absolutely on fire, especially here at Dodd Stadium. The last game versus Lowell on Wednesday, he had 3 hits, including a pair of RBIs. And, of course, he was the Sea Unicorns player of the night on Monday. 1 home run, 15 RBIs, and he's got Noe at third.
The pitch to Powers. Boy, that was way off for Strite. Just lost the feel of it. And everything appears to be all right. Strite appeared in 11 games for the Lions at Wheaton. 10 of those for starts. 54 and 2/3 innings worked. That was tied for the team lead at Wheaton. So he saw plenty of usage at the Division III level. The 1-0. That's on the inside corner. Evens it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Speaking with Powers. He just was hoping to find that rhythm again offensively. Went through that real dry spell. All of a sudden, started to see the baseball a little bit better at the plate offensively and really gauged his strike zone a little better. This is flipped out to left field. It's going to hang up out there. Underneath it to make the grab is Borderlone, and that will wrap things up. Norwich strands the man in scoring position at third. We go to the second. It's 1-0 Worcester. This is Unicorns Baseball live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
We head to the second inning here tonight in Norwich. It's a 1-0 lead for the Bravehearts. It is 7, 8, and 9 due up in the Worcester batting order. John Diaz finished up his warm-up tosses on the rubber.
That's right, Adam. He had 2 strikeouts in 1 inning of work, although a pass ball allowed the runner to move on. That was going to be Malthan, who would eventually score the first run of the game for the Bravehearts, courtesy of a Julian Mercado opposite field single. So he has the strikeout pitch working. He just needs to find his accuracy, just start to work with his battery mate Ayers. And if he is able to do that, we're going to have a good pitcher's duel, I think. Although, of course, Callie, the pitcher for the Bravehearts, has been knocked up by the Unicorns a few times in his 2 appearances against this club this summer. Norwich starting off in the second inning will look to do even more damage.
Here is Mason Borderlone. He will lead it off for the Bravehearts as we are underway in this top of the second inning tonight. The righty's offering home. There's the breaking pitch. It slides inside for ball 1. Borderlone, the batter at the plate for the Bravehearts. A guy that has become a regular quickly in Joe Galvin's lineup is looking on the outside corner, strike 1.
Yeah, this is 11th game of the summer here. He has 1 hit in 2 games versus the Sea Unicorns, and he had 2 hits in last night's win versus the Starfires.
He launches this foul for strike 2, and once again it is Diaz working ahead of Borderlone, the batter at the plate out of LSU Uris out of Marksville, Louisiana, soon to be junior there. The 1-2 home. That is lofted over the head of Noe. Base hit again out to left field. And the Bravehearts have the leadoff man on. This has really been a struggle for Norwich. Leadoff men against the Unicorns this season, reaching base nearly 40% of the time. And this has really become an area of focus that Zach Kitcher is really emphasizing, attacking early in innings and getting that first out located.
And Diaz had the off-speed pitch work in that at-bat, although Borderlone was able to finally connect on that one and send it over Noe's head.
It's Cade Centraccio batting, soon to be sophomore at Stetson out of Cumming, Georgia, 6'1", 185 in the righty box. This is a Worcester team that has been scoring the runs as of late. At one point had that 5-game winning streak going, and that has propelled them towards the top of the standings. Still chasing the Vermont Lake Monsters, who are 10 over 500 entering play today. On the ground to third. The short way to second. Relay throw to first. It's not in time. Norwich does erase the lead man. Borderlone at second. And to the chagrin of the Norwich faithful, safe at first is Centraccio. And there is a one-out base runner for Worcester here in the second inning.
And almost able to turn a beautiful double play to stop the early Worcester rally. Just a ball that was spiked in the dirt. Treat was able to pick it, although the runner was just too quick for him.
Norwich has been strong against the Bravehearts at Fitton Field. 3-1 this summer on the road against the Bravehearts. The last time these teams met here, it was that 8th inning collapse that did in Norwich. The Unicorns, for all intents and purposes, you look at the top of the standings, 500 club against Vermont, who's in first place and arguably could have won that series in Burlington. They've been sharp this season against the Bravehearts, 3-2. The 0-2. That's outside for ball one, and they played really well against the New Britain Bees at 500 against their in-state rivals, but it has been the Silver Knights and the Lowell Spinners that have put a number on Norwich. The 1-2, down and away, 2-2. The good news is there is still plenty of baseball to be played, but at this point in time, it's about starting to string together a couple of wins and reigniting the belief. The 2-2. Top of the zone, just missed for ball three. Boy, I tell you what, this fastball has been sharp tonight for Diaz, but he's in another deep count. It's full on Braden Calley, number 9 spot in the lineup, brother of Evan Calley, former Worcester Braveheart. The 3-2. Inside, it nearly got him. It's the second walk issue tonight by Diaz, and this will turn over the lineup card. There's traffic on for Jacob Malfan.
And here go the Unicorns once again, creating runs for the other team. I mean, that double play could have happened. It was just missed a double play that last at bat. Braden Calley, of course, with the walk. We now have Centraccio and Calley on at the top of the lineup, although Malfan did strike out his last appearance.
Malfan did reach and later scored after strike 3, went rolling away from errors. It is a unearned run against Diaz so far tonight, and you said it, a lot of the wounds have been self-inflicted so far for Norwich. The pitch from Diaz, that's on the ground, softly hit. Noe comes charging in, his throw across the diamond. It is in the nick of time. Boy, what a defensive play by the Norwich shortstop on the run, and there are 2 gone. Advancing station to station is the Worcester offense. Advancing to third is the base runner Centraccio, and it's Calley in scoring position at second, but now 2 outs for Jordan Luna.
And if that ball was hit just a little bit harder, you probably had a sure-out inning-ending double play, but now we have runners on second and third for Luna, another strikeout victim in his first at-bat.
Bravehearts this summer hitting .242. That is second in the Futures League. That is dumped down the right field line. A fair ball. 1 run scores. The wave at third. It's a 2-run scoring RBI knock for Jordan Luna. And it's a little 2-out thunder here in this second inning for the Bravehearts. They lead 3-0.
Yeah, so just a little bloop single down the right field line is going to be enough to drive into first pitch swinging for Luna on that one. And he will have his first 2 RBIs of the game.
This will bring up the right fielder, Julian Mercado. It has been soft contact tonight for the Worcester offense. Fastball misses upstairs for ball 1.
For Luna, that was his 6th and 7th RBI. He's has 7 on the year now.
The pitch, that is line to left field, racing in, diving out there is Jackson Powers. What a play by the Norwich left fielder. That saves a couple of runs, and the Unicorns get out of it, but not before Worcester adds on a couple more on the 2-run scoring base hit from Jordan Luna. It's 3-0 Worcester. We go to the bottom of the second inning in Norwich. This is Unicorns Baseball live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Well, I was born in Hudson, New York. Pretty much raised in Norwich, but now I'm in Jewish City.
You guys ready? We go to the bottom of the second inning here tonight. It is Military Appreciation Night, and we are honored to welcome in Kevin to our broadcast here tonight. Kevin, thanks so much for taking the time.
Oh, you're welcome. Pleasure to be here.
And, of course, thank you for your service. We have 250 years of the United States that's about to happen tomorrow. What does that mean for you?
I'm a very patriotic person. God, country, family means a lot. I went in 1980 to the United States Navy, did my basic training in Great Lakes, Illinois, along with my Class A school, hospital corps school. Became a hospital corps, was like a nurse's aide type thing. My first duty station was the National Naval Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland, about 6-7 miles outside Washington, D.C. And then I went out to Camp Pendleton, California, stationed with the Marine Corps, became with the Class C school, field medical service training, learned how to set up a hospital unit in the field and treat sick and injured Marines and other fellow veterans.
It's certainly awesome to hear. I'm very familiar with Camp Pendleton. I'm a California native myself from Orange County. I went to college at Lake Forest College in Illinois, so the Great Lakes in Illinois, another place I'm very familiar of. Looking back at your time serving our great country, I mean, just some of those memories for you and just the brotherhood that creates.
It is. It's exactly that, a brotherhood. There's nothing like it. Everybody looks out for one another. When they say we have your six, they have your six. It was a pleasure for me serving. If I could, I'd do it all over again.
You got to travel to so many different places. What do you learn as you're going throughout that journey? You are serving our country proudly, but you learn so much on the ground to third. It is handled by Luna. He'll go across the diamond. That goes rolling away from the first baseman, St. Dennis, and T.J. Bayer will stroll into scoring position. And the Unicorns have a man in scoring position.
You're good luck, my friend. We might have to keep you in this booth.
It's a great pleasure to serve, and the camaraderie of it all. Getting to meet different people from different backgrounds, different walks of life and stuff. And you learn a little bit about each other. And you become it's more than just a brotherhood or a sisterhood. It's almost like it becomes family.
You're now living in Connecticut, very close to, I'm sure, the Norwich area. When did this area of the U.S. become home to you?
1965.
Wow.
I was born in Hudson, New York in 1961, moved to the Norwich area in 1965. I pretty much grew up around here, except for my time in the Navy. When I got out of the Navy, I came back here to Norwich, lived in Norwich. Currently, right now, I live in Jewish City.
Okay, nice. So very close by, Griswold area. There's been plenty of baseball history here. This is on the ground. A first tough play over there for St. Dennis. It's flipped to first. That is in time, and it will retire the Norwich third baseman, Reese McCarthy. One gone. We're in the bottom of the second inning. We are chatting with one of our veterans who served in the U.S. Navy, Kevin, joining us here in the broadcast booth. Dodd Stadium. There's so much history here. What's it like being able to come back and enjoy baseball games like this?
This is actually my first Norwich Sea Unicorns game.
Wow.
But I did come when
Navigators,
the Navigators, Defenders,
Tigers,
the Detroit, the Tigers organization came to games here. It's
wild
great
pitch
to see people come together even at a local stadium like this here in Norwich. It's great to see people get together and enjoy America's pastime, starting at one of its most basic levels, watching these college kids play.
The Unicorns are on the board right now. I guess you are. Good luck. It is a wild pitch that scores T.J. Bear. A conglomeration of issues.
Yeah, Kevin's in the cockpit right here.
He is. He's in the driver's seat.
It's going to be smooth sailing right here.
Does not get any better than that. That's on the ground, rolled foul on the first base side. Henry Ayers is batting, and so many ties to the military for all of our Norwich Unicorns. Have family that have served our great country, and so exciting to see the way it ties everybody together.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm here with my brother-in-law. He served. He was in the Navy. I have a younger brother that lives out in the state of Washington. He was in the Marine Corps.
Hunter St. Dennis handles a screaming line drive headed his direction. There are a couple men retired. We're in the bottom of the second inning here tonight at Dodd Stadium. It's a 3-1 Worcester lead. I know we are playing the Worcester Bravehearts, but they're wearing some really nice patriotic uniforms.
Yes, it's great to see teams display the American flag. I take so much pride in that. Being a veteran and knowing what this holiday means, the freedoms that we've provided for individuals, and as a country as a whole. It's what makes us free. Being in the military is what helps keep us free, and I'm glad that I was able to do my part in that.
Well, we thank you for your service wholeheartedly, and people I feel like forget what the 4th of July really is all about. I mean, sure, it's about fireworks, hot dogs, and hamburgers, but in its truest form, it's really about the men and women that have served like yourself and the sacrifices that everyone has made.
Correct. I mean, like I said at the beginning, God, country, family. Me being a Christian, I believe in the Lord, and that I was able to serve my country at the same time.
Me too, my friend.
Having that belief.
The Bravehearts.
Faith is one of the strongest foundations that we have to be able to build on.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about that. We will take a quick moment, step aside. Bravehearts wrap things up on the pop-out in foul ground. The top of the third is next. 3-1 Worcester. This is Unicorns Baseball live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's SCR-Structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. SCR-Structures.com.
We head to the third inning here tonight in Norwich. Unicorns getting on the board in the bottom of the second inning on a Greg Strite wild pitch as we continue to honor America on this Military Appreciation Night here. We were so honored to be joined by Kevin, served in the U.S. Navy, and we'll continue to be joined throughout the night from a number of different servicemen and women, and that is what makes this night so special. First man up in the inning for Worcester is their first baseman, Hunter St. Dennis.
Yeah, St. Dennis reached on a walk his last plate appearance in the first inning. And let me tell you what, he has been red hot at the plate, 4 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBIs in the 6-3 win versus the New Britain Bees on June 29th, his best showing of the year. He took home Futures League Player of the Night honors that night. John Diaz, looking to shut him down, has already kept him off the base paths early on.
St. Denis walked his first time up to the plate here today. One of 2 walks issued today by the Norwich starter. Run in the first and 2 more in the second. It's 3-0 for the Bravehearts as we're in the top of the 3rd inning. Even count. 1-1 home. That is cranked to left field, leadoff knock. And the beat continues for the Worcester offense. Already their 3rd hit of the night. Smoke to left field. And St. Denis continues his torrid stretch at the plate.
And Worcester will start the 3rd inning as they started the 2nd inning with a single. Of course, the last time that Bordelon reached, which was in the 2nd inning, he would come around to score on a bloop single. So Norwich almost turned to double play last inning, have a good opportunity to do so once more.
This is in the air, popped up. On the right side of the infield, Michael Fiataroni moves over and makes the grab on it. There's 1 gone.
So that's how they got to do things if they want to get out of this. You know, have the first runner reach shore, but if you're able to get out of it by strikeouts, groundouts, double plays, and pop-ups as we saw, then they'll be smooth sailing, so to say.
Fans at Griswold Dental, you're more than a patient. You're a part of the Griswold Dental family. Find out more at griswolddental.net. First pitch home, fastball pumped in there for a strike.
Yeah, just got my dental cleaning at Griswold Dental. My pearly whites looking more pearly than ever.
They get better and better every day.
Hey, got to have it for the 4th, you know? My teeth are even feeling patriotic, a little white.
The red, white, and blue,
yep,
right?
There you go.
Love it. And you're wearing your navy blue Unicorns fit.
And I'm red from this heat right now, so I'm really getting patriotic.
I love it.
I don't.
No?
It's too hot.
You're working on your tan?
I really am.
Like Alex D'Ambrosio, pregame, or Tristan Casas.
Hey, I ain't that crazy.
No?
Whatever floats your boat.
Wave and a miss there. Strike 2. Diaz has been in control of his fastball tonight.
Yeah, Hess really coming out of his shoes on that one. Gave one a ride in the 1st inning, although it was a fly out to Bayer.
And a real nice play on it. It's the 1-2 home. Swung on and missed. Fouled off, tipped, and they're going to say it was just dropped by Ayers for strike 3. Applies the tag. And it is the 4th strikeout of the night for Diaz. Here's Mason Bordelon. He singled to left field to begin matters in the Worcester 2nd inning. Fans, every thirsty Thursday at Dodd Stadium, you can enjoy $2 beer specials on Narragansett. As always, crush it like Quint. That goes squirting away from Ayers. He just dropped it on a fastball, and because of it into scoring position goes Hunter St. Denis.
Yeah, despite the 4 strikeouts for Diaz, himself and Ayers have really not been in sync.
No.
Of course, the first runner of the game reached on a dirty slider that Ayers wasn't able to corral, and somehow was not able to get that fastball, seemed to just tip off the top of his glove.
Diaz now has to worry about a man in scoring position. Gets a swing and a miss from Bordelon. That'll run the count even. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, that fastball really working for Diaz, making the Braveheart just look silly. Seems as if they are behind it.
It's even on Bordelon. Diaz from the stretch looks at the base runner, is offering to the plate. Fouled right back to the screen. He was on it.
So 1-2 count for Diaz. Golden opportunity to get out of this. The fans slowly starting to realize the situation. Starting to come to their feet on the Sea Unicorn side.
Bordelon hitting .237 entering action here today. Pitchers count. Diaz from the stretch. Ayers sets up inside. The 1-2 in the air. Popped him up. Foul territory. Jack Treat in foul ground. Makes the grab on it. And Diaz strands the man in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning tonight. It's 3-1 Worcester on the Unicorns broadcast network on the FCBL and on YouTube, SNSN Sports.
to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
We head to the bottom of the third inning here tonight. It's a 3-1 Bravehearts lead. Hope you're enjoying Unicorns Military Appreciation Night baseball here at Dodd Stadium. Logan Rundy, as always, our team reporter standing by, and he's got some insights on the white-hot stretch right now for Jackson Powers. Logan, over to you.
Thanks, guys. It's good to be with you on the eve of the 250th anniversary here of the United States. Speaking of some absolute fireworks, Jackson Powers over his last 8 games has been an absolute machine for Norwich. You cut that in half over the last 4 games. He has 6 hits and 7 RBIs. Last time he was here on Wednesday against the Lowell Spinners, he had 3 hits, 2 of which were RBI singles and a sacrifice fly as well. He's doing it all on the offensive side of the baseball. Additionally, when I talked to him post-game on Wednesday night, he was like, I just got to keep it simple. I got to be there for the guys for this last half of the season. Guys, Jackson Powers is on an absolute tear. Norwich is going to need that offensive power going into the second half. Mike, Adam, back to you.
Great stuff as always, Logan. His insights we always enjoy hearing, and that time a little more on Jackson Powers, and that is a guy Norwich wants to stay hot at the plate. Here's David Pengel, the pitch from straight. Misses outside for ball 1.
So Unicorns still looking for their first hit in the game against Strite. They have been very good against him up until this point this season.
Pengel, funny enough, if last night's game in Lowell continued, he would have been the pitcher to go in for Norwich in the bottom of the 7th inning with the game out of reach. The last time Pengel took the mound was his junior year of high school. And when duty calls, Pengel exclaimed, I just want to be out there and playing. And that's the energy you want for your group. And I know that Pengel is hoping to not have to get in there and pitch, because that would mean it's not a good situation for Norwich. But either way, you want your group to be hungry for the opportunity, and more importantly, hungry for a chance to help the team win. The pitch to Pengel, spiked down low. It'll move the count to 3 balls and a strike.
You got to think that Pengel's going to be sitting fastball with a 3-1 count at the plate. Although he is an aggressive hitter, as we've seen. Although I like him in a bunt in this situation even. He's got the speed to do it. Anything you can do to break up Strite's momentum.
Hitters count on the Northeastern Husky, the 3-1. That is at the knees for a called strike. Pengel had the go-ahead RBI single for Norwich in the 6th inning here on Wednesday night, and what was a victory against the Lowell Spinners. Back in there in center field, and now without the services of Caden Williamson, you can expect a lot more of David Pengel. Tied him up inside, popped up on the right side of the infield. It's Hunter St. Dennis who makes the call for it. There's one down.
Yeah, so Williamson leaving Norwich, a huge blow to this team, which has been struggling. Although, let me tell you what, Williamson went out with the bane, was the Futures League Player of the Week last week.
Unicorn.
Unicorn. What is this? What, Futures League?
Yeah.
Well, he's a Futures League Player of the Week in my book.
That's all that matters. That is all that matters. Great work again, by the way, on that extra effort Player of the Week.
Thank you, sir.
Which we always hand out every week.
No way I.
Not at all. Never. Here's the pitch to Noe. He's taking for strike 1 at the knees. That is the true arts and craftsmanship of you right here, Mike.
Yes,
that is
sir.
That's your heart. You pour your heart out into
Literally.
all those designs.
For the love of the game.
That's right. 0-1 on Noe. He walked his first time up. Back of the lefty box. He has continued to get his reps in from the left side. The pitch home to the Norwich switch hitter. Called for a strike. Noe comes from a baseball family. His father, Kenny, played Division I baseball at Maryland. One of the top Division I programs. Set up outside is Hess. Straight, ready to work. His 0-2 Holmes. Taken down and away for ball one.
Noe really crowds that plate up, makes it so the zone gets just a little bit shorter. We've seen him usually take his stance a little bit further away, but really getting close to the zone against Strite. I guarantee you he's trying to pull that one out of Dodd.
Noe has left the ballpark here already this summer. Clocked a home run here on June 11th. He's taking for ball two, and there's been some difficulty from both catchers. That one's squeaking away. All the good news is there's no one on base, or that would have been a man into scoring position. Instead, just 2-2. One out in the inning. Pengel retired. It's the top of the lineup. Kenny Noe going to charge the Norwich offense. The 2-2 pitch. That is on the ground, foul on the right side.
And you got to think this humidity is really playing a part in the struggles that Hess and Ayers have experienced thus far. I mean, most difficult position on the diamond is catcher, and with the heat, that makes it even more of a challenge, you have to imagine.
Noe has been a fixture in the lineup for Norwich, everyday shortstop. He's certainly gotten his reps in here this summer, and that is a guy you always want to see in there. He smacks away, strike two, foul on the right side. That's what you want, guys that want to be in there every day, whether it's 150 degrees or negative 38 degrees. No matter what, this is a guy that he wants to be in there. He wants to be at the plate in the big moments or have the ball hit to him in a meaningful play defensively. It's even 2-2. Straight from the stretch, his pitch home. On the ground, rolled back up the middle. Moving over is the second baseman. Centraccio is throwing time. And there's two gone. It was hit softly. Centraccio had to work from his left to his right. Made a neat play defensively. And there are quickly two gone for Michael Fiataroni.
And the Bravehearts really playing like a complete team out there, feeding off each other on the offensive side. And their defense has been almost stellar today, besides that error from the third baseman earlier on the game, Luna.
Fiataroni grounded out to first his last time up. Had a hit in the ball game yesterday against Lowell. The pitch home. Checks his swing. That was spit in the dirt for ball one. Fans, before you come to the ballpark, stop by Charlene's Diner, Main Street, Jewett City, for delicious breakfast or lunch. Order what you want, eat what you get. Only at Charlene's Diner, Main Street, Jewett City.
Had my pregame meal there today. 2 flapjacks, some eggs, and some bacon.
Oh, I love it. Just the gains straight to the biceps.
Literally.
Yeah, I can tell.
I mean, I can't really do anything with my legs, so upper body's been the way of passage.
Yeah, just filling out the frame.
Seriously. Hulk Hogan giving him a run for his money.
1-1 on Fiataroni. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike two.
And Fiataroni's swing on that one, you could tell that he was really trying to pull that one out of the park. And a stark difference from the start of the season where he was hitting for contact, trying to hit for power, but you just got to find that medium.
Hoping to find that happy medium in a 2-strike count. The pitch off the end of the bat, floated foul down the left side. That'll go cruising out of play.
That's going to be a souvenir for a fan. Didn't have to move too much for it. And he dropped it.
Oh.
That would not be a play in banana ball, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you'd still be able to bat.
Yeah, that's true. What a crazy game. They'll be coming to Hartford.
Are they?
Soon. Yeah, the Indianapolis Clowns.
At Duncan Park.
Former Unicorn Clark Gilmore will be on the mound.
We'll have to get our tickets here fast. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes is Fiataroni. It is the First strikeout of the night, 4 straight. We head to the 4th, 3-1 Worcester. This is Unicorns Baseball, live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
We head to the top of the 4th inning here tonight in Norwich. It is 8-9-1 due up for the Bravehearts. Kate Centraccio, Braden Cali, and Jacob Malfan as we head there. Janvier Diaz ready to go for his 4th inning of duty here tonight. Worked a scoreless 3rd inning and really hoping to build upon that after surrendering 3 runs over the first 2 innings. Those 2 runs coming in that 2nd inning both came with 2 outs in the frame and 2 strikes. And to the credit of Diaz, he jammed the 3rd baseman Luna, but he just fought it off and kept it fair. First pitch home to Centraccio, changed up, top of the zone for a strike. So far tonight, Centraccio hit into a fielder's choice ground at what could have been a double play ball, and that was one that really came back to haunt Norwich. 0-1 on the ground, bouncing ball to short. No, he has the 2-hopper, drops it, recovers, and fires to first in time. Kenny Noe stuck with it the whole way, and the leadoff man is retired for Diaz to begin the 4th.
Centraccio with a little Houdini act right there. Almost had to dribble that one. He was able to find himself and then throw it over to Treat for the first out of the 4th.
Here's the number 9 spot in the Bravehearts lineup, Braden Cali. Righty's offering home. Sawed off, first strike 1. Fans coming to Dodd Stadium Saturday, July 18th. It is still a mystery giveaway. You want to make sure you're back at the ballpark for that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look, I don't know what it is. Even though I'm an investigator, technically by trade, you're going to have to come to the stadium to figure out what it is.
Soon to be released, but we are keeping the anticipation high. What are you hoping for the mystery to be?
A winning streak.
Wave and a miss there. There's a good start to it. Gets that fastball by Cali. Oh, I would imagine if you said that to Zach Itcher, it would give him a big smile if this group is able to string together a couple of wins, trying to get back in the playoff hunt. 2 games behind Nashua. Boy, that one swerving inside. It caught Cali. And it is a 1-out base runner for the Bravehearts, a hit by pitch. Last night, the Unicorns hit a couple of men with that loss last night at LeLacheur Park. And free base for Braden Cali turns over the lineup for Jacob Malfan. Well, Cali hasn't had to earn his way on his walk. He's now been hit by the pitch. That's never fun to do. Diaz misses inside air, snaps it to first. And back in there safely is Cali. Unicorns set a record in being hit by the pitch the most times on June 3rd in that game against the Westfield Starfires. Were hit 9 different times. They broke their own record. They were on the wrong side of last season. Norwich hit 8 different Starfires, and both of those games took place at Bullens Field. It's even 1-1 on Malfan, who struck out and reached on a drop third strike. Airs his throw. Boy, stumbling was Noe, and he just reared back and was able to glove it down. Good thing, or that would have easily allowed Callie to go to third.
So that was Fiatarone. It looks like they made that stop on that one, although nonetheless for Callie, that'll be his 7th stolen base of the summer.
A man in scoring position now for Worcester. The ball in 2 strikes on Malfant. They're set up towards the inside part of the plate. 3-1 Bravehearts. We're in the 4th inning. The pitch inside for ball 2. That'll run it even.
We have a man in the bullpen starting to warm up. Looks like it might be Charlie Bushley.
He's now working out of the Norwich bullpen. Began the summer as a starter. Things have not gone his way in a starting role, and Norwich hoping to retool his fortunes. A swing and a miss for strike 3. Diaz has that fastball going for himself tonight, his 5th punch out, and Malfount down on strikes for the 2nd time today. 2 gone for Jordan Luna.
So Diaz has been pitching pretty stellar so far today. Besides the RBI single down the line, he had the wild pitch which would put Malfan into scoring position. Was not his fault by any means, but 5th strikeout of the game, and it just shows the production that Diaz has.
Diaz from the stretch is offering home, goes way inside. He caught Luna with an overthrown fastball. It is the 2nd hit batsman of the inning, and that'll keep this 4th inning going for the Worcester offense. A couple of men on for Julian Mercado. Mercado has an RBI hit to left field today. Flipped it to the opposite field. He's also flied out to left field. You have to be ready now if you're on the left side. He has been waiting back on pitches, allowing the baseball to travel deep into the zone. A big spot for Diaz, trying to get through this 4th inning without damage. First pitch home, fastball laced into right field, foul. Boy, that was close.
Yeah, that would have been bad right there. Go on the right field side this time. Last time he went to left field was robbed by a beautiful Superman-esque diving play by Jackson Powers.
What a play.
And yeah, Mercado, arguably one of the best hitters on the Bravehearts staff. 271 average entering today, 3 home runs, and now 16 RBIs. 3 hits last night versus Westfield, so he has just been a very dangerous hitter at the plate.
Diaz from the stretch. Open stance for Mercado. On 0-1. Change up outside. 1-1. Mercado on base percentage 444. This is a guy that really makes you have to fight when you attack against him. And Diaz looking to locate that elusive 3rd out here in this 4th inning. The 1-1 drilled back to the screen for strike 2. A little tardy on the fastball as the left-handed hitting right fielder tonight, Julian Mercado. A big spot here, 2 outs and 2 strikes in the inning. Diaz trying to wrap things up and get the Norwich offense back up there. They'll take a moment and step off the rubber.
And Mercado, used to playing in this humidity, finds his home in Orlando, Florida, and goes to Stetson in Florida. So he's playing at home.
The 1-2 outside, 2-2. Well, this weather certainly very reminiscent of that humidity in Florida, Orlando, and Central Florida. And that is a hotbed for baseball. So many great baseball players coming through Florida. The 2-2 off the end of the bat, fought off once again by Mercado. And fun fact, if you know Spanish, Mercado means market.
Un poquito. Me llamo Miguel. Tu parles français? Oh, no, that's
French.
That's French, oh, no.
2-2 on Mercado.
I'm an English speaker, USA.
Diaz is set, trying to put away the dangerous right fielder. That is taken inside, 3-2.
Almost hit him again on that one. Would have been his 3rd hit by pitch of the inning. Both runners will be on the move with a 3-2 count and 2 outs.
Big spot here for Diaz. Bobichette from Orlando. The pitch home, that is cranked into right center field, just over the leaping reach of Fiataroni. RBI knock with 2 outs and 2 strikes in the inning. Julian Mercado delivers the goods. His second RBI of the night, and it's a 4-1 Worcester lead.
Make it 17 on him. Gitcher's going to come out to the mound.
He's going to make a call to the bullpen here, and that is going to end the night for John Villar-Diaz. Makes it 3 2/3 of an inning tonight. Surrenders 4 runs, 3 of those earned here tonight. 3 of the runs coming with 2 outs in the inning. New pitcher for Norwich. We'll meet him when we come back.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
John Villar-Diaz departs here tonight. New arm in the ballgame is the right-hander, Sean McGettigan. Will take the rock for Zach Gitcher, hoping to spot the final out here in this top of the 4th inning. McGettigan, a soon-to-be freshman at Monmouth out of Flowertown, Pennsylvania, 6'2", 190 pounds. He is familiar with the Worcester Bravehearts. He faced Worcester in his Futures League debut with Norwich. That was back on June 18th. Made his season debut so far this summer for McGettigan. The Monmouth Riser has pitched to
He's pitched to so far this year 7.71 ERA. His most recent appearance took place June 27th in that loss against the Silver Knights. Didn't even make it out of a full inning. 4 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, including giving up a home run. Will be hard to do so here at Dodd, but with this humidity, anything is possible.
Then a correction there. He made his season debut on June 20th at Worcester. Went 2 scoreless innings, struck out a couple of men, and a big win for the Scenic Horns in that ball game. He's greeted by Hunter St. Dennis, a dangerous bat for the Bravehearts. They're at the corners. Fastball tails outside for ball 1.
St. Dennis with a single in his last at-bat, and of course a very dangerous hitter in his own right. 293 on the year, entering play with a homer and 9 RBIs.
This is the danger zone of the Bravehearts lineup. Fastball just a little outside, 2-0. And quickly count leverage for St. Dennis. He's walked. He's also singled to left field tonight. Norwich playing at standard depth defensively as the sun sets here in Eastern Connecticut. It was over 100 degrees tonight at first pitch, the 2-0. Up and in for ball 3. It was a real field temperature over 100, officially 95 degrees at first pitch.
Lots of fans here in the stands at Dodd. Probably the biggest crowd that we've seen this summer, arguably.
The 3-0 home. That's on the outer black. Wow, it's ruled for ball 4. McGettigan Still looking to discover the strike zone, and that is going to load the bases. It is nice to see Dodd Stadium fill up the way it has tonight. On a real big night here, a firework night, military appreciation night. It didn't miss by much, but McGettigan, who was missing up and down, not going to get the benefit of that call. Here's Will Kramer, another dangerous sword in the lineup for Worcester. McGettigan's kick and pitch off the end of the bat, foul on the first base side.
Yeah, the inning just continues to drag on for the Sea Unicorns, already at the 30-minute mark.
You've been timing it.
I have. Only one run has scored, trying to keep it at that. Although Kramer, very dangerous hitter.
0-1 on the Pepperdine product. Kramer, the pitch home. Change up. Boy, he was fooled on that circle change. And McGettigan beat him with it for strike two. Now in the driver's seat, hoping to land that final strike and get Norwich back home into their dugout. Try and rally back in the bottom of the inning. It's 4-1 Worcester in the top of the fourth. McGettigan set on the first base side of the rubber, right on right matchup. The kick and delivery home. Curveball swung on and missed. Struck him out. Down by the way of the K is Will Kramer. And McGettigan strands the bases loaded. We go to the home half. Worcester adds on a run, lead at 4-1. This is Unicorns Baseball live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning here tonight in Norwich. 4-1 lead for the Bravehearts as Greg Strike gets ready to work. Downstairs, Logan Rundy, as always, is down there. He's waiting for us with Bryce Miller, the newest member of the Unicorns. Catcher at Yale has had a nice start to his summer here in the Futures League. Down to Logan we go.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here on the field with new Norwich Unicorns Bryce Miller. Bryce, obviously the first week here has been exciting. It has been hot. What have you loved about your first week?
It's always fun meeting new guys, playing baseball with them, and just, seeing the vibe around them, playing Mafia on the bus, and just being around them.
Yeah, it's Summer League baseball. It's fun. You're going into your sophomore year here at Yale. What excites you about the new upcoming year here in the fall?
Just getting the work in the summer to help contribute to the team next year and just, get 1% better every day.
Absolutely. Bryce Miller's been an absolute stud here. First two games, gets the night off. Maybe good for it for the Heat. But again, it's going to be exciting. He'll be here for the next month, so stay tuned for that. Guys, Adam and Mike, Bryce is an absolute electric.
Logan, great stuff as always down there with Bryce Miller, the newest member of the Norwich Unicorns, off to a nice start for his first 7 at the plate. Has thrown out a couple of base runners. As we get started here in this bottom of the fourth inning, Norwich has some work to do. They trail by 3. Looks like there's a visit right now on the mound. With the new arm in the ball game, that is Lane LeClaire. The day wraps up for Greg Strite. He makes it 3 innings of 1-run baseball. It was shutout baseball for the right-hander Strite, who was excellent today. LeClaire, a soon-to-be sophomore Franklin Pierce in Marlborough, New Hampshire, deals ball 1. On the Norwich DH, Taylor Kaufman. It is 3, 4, and 5 for Norwich as we are underway in the home half of the 4th inning. The 1-2, that is flipped to right field. It is going to hang up out there for Mercado. They'll make the catch on it, and there is one gone in the Norwich 4th inning tonight. Bringing up the left fielder, Jackson Powers. So far this summer for the right-hander, Lane LeClaire, who is now in the ball game doing the pitching for Worcester. Has pitched to ERA still flatlined at 0. 13 scoreless frames to begin the summer for him. A 2-0 record, has a save as well, 8 punch-outs as well. LeClaire is offering home. That just missed inside. Ball 1. It's Jackson Powers batting. Flew out to left field his first time up. Scenic Horn's only run came via a wild pitch by Strite. That was back in the 2nd inning today. That is a bouncer through the left side of the infield. Jackson Powers stays hot at the plate. It's the first hit of the night for the Norwich offense. Boy, that in-between hop got Malfant by surprise. Looked like he would be able to handle it on the line, instead backed away from it, and then it went skipping through into left field. And Jackson Powers has hits now in 3 straight games. All right, what a sweet swing for Powers. Allowed that ball to travel deep. Took it to the opposite field, and now a chance for T.J. Bayer. He grounded out to third his last time up. First delivery home. Fastball upstairs, ball 1 to Lane LeClaire. LeClaire last pitched back on June 25th against, check that, June 23rd against Norwich. Went 2 innings of shutout baseball, allowed 3 hits in that outing. It's 1-0 on Bayer. This is off the end of the bat, popped him up. Right field. Julian Mercado's been a busy man. Makes the grab on it. And there's 2 away here for the third baseman, Reese McCarthy.
The third baseman,
Fans, the weather is heating up, and so should the fun. Rent a Polaris slingshot from Strain Family Motors in Lisbon. And feel the excitement of the open road. Go to sfmslingshots.com to rent one today.
We still got to get out to do that, my friend. I'm waiting.
Well, the All-Star break is only a couple of weeks away.
We're going to be in the Ville.
I know, but we will have 4 days to enjoy slinging at SFM Slingshots. Batter at the plate is the left-handed hitting third baseman Reese McCarthy out of UMass Amherst, a guy that has been in and out of the lineup for Norwich. From the stretch, LeClaire is pitched home, down and in for ball 1. Jackson Powers is on. He reached with a base hit through the left side. That's Jacob Malfant. It is the first hit of the night for the Norwich offense, trying to get rolling here, right on left, with McCarthy batting. He grounded out to first his last time up. The 1-0. There goes the base runner Powers, and trouble unglowing the baseball from the mitt for Hess. It's a swipe bag for Jackson Powers. And Norwich continuing to be thieves on the base pass.
Yeah, it's got to be that humidity that's making it so the ball really sticks into the mitt, especially at the catcher position when you have the baseballs coming in at such a high velocity.
McCarthy so far this summer batting just 150 entering play. His 16th game this year for Norwich. The 2-0. That's down Main Street. Fastball running down the hill, strike 1.
McCarthy in 2025 played for the Fond du Lac Duck Spiders of the Northwoods League.
Very good collegiate baseball league, the Northwoods League. Fond du Lac out there in Wisconsin.
Fond du Lac, land of the cheese.
That's right. The pitch home, that's on the ground. Chopper to first. It is a foul ball. Boy, Hunter St. Dennis has really struggled today at first base. handling things defensively. Boy, if that stayed fair, that could have scored Powers.
It looks like it was borderline. Getting a replay of it. Looked like it jumped over the first base bag and on the line, but the umpires will say no to that one.
It is a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Now the Norwich third baseman. The delivery home. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. McCarthy punched out. Norwich strands the runner in scoring position. Head to the fifth. 4-1 Worcester on the Scenic Horns Futures League Network and live on YouTube, SNSN Sports.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days same as cash and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's SCR-Structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. SCR-Structures.com.
We go to the fifth inning here tonight in Norwich, 4-1 Worcester on top. But we do know that every Monday at Dodd Stadium, our kids eat free.
Our kids do eat free, Adam. This is a much better special than when the Red Sox win at the 99. You can take advantage of this great promotion that we have on July 13th. That will be the last time that we have it. You got one more opportunity to come out and check it out. Sponsored by BTW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, Southeastern Connecticut's premier HVAC company. Kids eat free, sponsored by BTW.
Always a lot of fun to see all the young fans here in attendance, clamoring for the autographs, hanging out down low with the players. Which I have to say, every season of Scenic Horns baseball, it is a great group, cast of characters for Norwich. They are great with the young fans here who really idolize them. And I mean, just take a look at the Norwich bullpen. If we can get a camera shot down there, I mean, that is a hot spot to get all of those autographs with the fans over there. As the Scenic Horns bullpen is busy right now, making memories with all the young fans. Fastball misses up top, 2-0. Great work down there by our camera operations crew.
Well, they've been doing great, honing their craft. I mean, the Futures League, not just for future players, but it's for the interns, too, to really hone their craft in their respected fields.
Swing and a miss there for strike one. It is Benny Hess batting. He starts it out for Worcester. That is Evan Olenson on the camera down that first base side, and Mark Benway back behind the plate tonight. The 2-1 pitch, just inside for ball three. McGettigan's been bringing the fire here tonight. A heavy dose of fastballs. Hitters count, though, for Hess. He's fly to right, also struck out tonight. McGettigan got that final out recorded in the fourth inning. Fastball checks in on the outside corner. Downhill movement. Cutting away from the left-handed hitting catcher, Benny Hess.
Hess rocking a 5-game hit streak right now. 3-2 count. He should be sitting fastball. Looking to extend it to 6.
The 3-2. That fastball missed on the same page with him. It is a leadoff walk to begin matters here in this Bravehearts fifth inning as we continue to enjoy our military appreciation night here tonight. We're joined by Rick Wells, the father of Scenic Horns right-handed pitcher Elijah Wells. Rick, first things first, thanks for coming up here, spending some time with us in the broadcast booth, and also your service for our country. How special is it for you to come here and watch Elijah get to pitch?
This is unbelievable. I think he loves the team, and I love what you do for the kids and the team. and it's just extra special for your son to ask you to come to the game because it's veteran appreciation, and then for you to have me here it's special for me to make it extra special for him, if that makes sense.
No, it's awesome to have you up here, and a veteran like yourself. Now you come to the ballpark for Military Appreciation Night, but how much fun is it that it's Military Appreciation Night for a big game for Elijah, and it's you watching him just get to play baseball?
It's, well, it's you serve the country, and this is America, right? This is pure America for me. Baseball, sports, teams, camaraderie, teamwork, working toward a goal. And, as a father, I love to see my kid participate in that and aspire to that. And then when you add appreciation like this, it makes it extra special.
On the ground, roll over short. Noe to second for one relay throw to first in time. A twin killing double play. Norwich tailor-made 6-4-3. And there are two gone in the Worcester fifth inning. Nice play by the Norwich defense. That has to make you smile. Your son is the pitcher and the defense making some plays.
Yeah, this is
it's McGettigan out there, but
oh yeah, no, I was like, wait a minute.
I'm saying, generally speaking,
right.
You like to see the defense make the plays.
It might as well be him out there again. It's all about team ball.
And you guys are super close in West Hartford, obviously. I mean, not too far of a drive whatsoever. So for him to be this close to home, especially at this level of play in a former minor league stadium, what does that kind of mean for you?
I played ball in college, and I knew that it was worthwhile and it was special. So I raised my kids, and if they had the opportunity to play, they were going to play well. They're going to love their team. They were going to be a student of the game, and they were going to lift weights. And that's what he's done. And he's to see him aspire to play at this level and then make it. The team, they didn't make it easy. He has to compete. So I love to see him get over that hump as well. And then at this level of play with these players from all these schools, it's magnificent. It's a blessing to me.
So many great players out there on the field. So many former Unicorns now getting drafted to Major League Baseball. Yeah. Kalen Culpepper is going to play in the Futures game at the MLB All-Star break. For you serving our country, I know a big part of it is the brotherhood that it builds when you reflect on your time. Maybe some of those memories that stick out to you. I know today before the game, the color guard on the field, how special was it to watch that celebration?
Well, unapologetically patriotic. And when you see the soldiers on the field and the colors being represented,
it's got to fire you up a lot.
It fires you up. You never stop serving, honestly. And when you see the stadium fill up like it has, and there's that appreciation of service behind all of this baseball and food and kids and playing, it's not something that I take for granted. And to take it all in with you all here is just, it's magnificent.
Sean McGettigan able to wrap things up in the top of the fifth inning. We'll keep Rick here at least for one more half inning.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll bring that good luck charm. Norwich with some work to do. They trail by 3-4-1 Worcester, the bottom of the fifth, when we come back.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Am I holding this close enough and everything?
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning here tonight at Dodd Stadium as we celebrate all of our men and women who serve our country proudly. We're chatting with Rick Wells, the father of right-handed pitcher Elijah Wells of the Norwich Unicorns, and hopefully a little good luck charm right here in the broadcast booth with Henry Ayers to start it out.
Nice.
Yeah, Kevin was a really good luck charm. Norwich was able to score their first run in the second when he was
What
here.
service was he in?
The Navy.
Oh, okay.
He was in Camp Pendleton as well.
Yeah.
Lives in Connecticut, from New York originally, Hudson Valley.
Oh.
Well, take us a little bit back.
The Marines are a department of the Navy.
Yep.
Proud brotherhood there.
Take us a little bit back in time. I know Camp Pendleton is a place very special to you. We'll get to that in a moment. On the ground is short. Going to be a tough play over there. Malfant across the diamond. It is in time. Ayers is retired. San Diego, living down there, serving the country.
Yeah.
Just some of those memories and that experience.
Yeah, I grew up. I'm from New Jersey. I grew up going to the Jersey Shore, and that, growing up like that, I just needed to make my way to San Diego at some point.
CJ Nolan.
The batter at the plate, Jack Treat. CJ Nolan has grabbed a bat. He could potentially come and swing this half inning. Norwich is looking for runs. It is the Montville High School product, Jack Treat, and boy, that went way inside. LeClaire plunks him, and Norwich has a one-out base runner.
Good start.
Maybe some of your favorite memories growing up. Baseball is America's pastime, and maybe just some of those memories going to the ballpark.
I calculated one, because I was a school teacher while I was in the reserves, calculated how many swings at the bat we took playing stickball.
Yep.
Along with Little League and baseball, thousands of swings a year.
And what was your position when you were playing?
I was outfield. I was center field, left field, and just great. I grew up in Belleville, New Jersey. I still believe that Belleville, New Jersey Little League is the best baseball on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a bunch of guys from high school that'll back me up on that.
So did you grow up a Yankees fan, Mets fan, Phillies?
Too, yeah.
So you got to understand, when I was growing up, it was Mets.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking Dave Kingman, Ed Kranepool, Felix Mion.
Wally Backman, too.
Yeah. Oh God, it was great baseball. Now people ask me what's my team, and it's whatever team my kids are playing on.
So the Norwich Unicorns now.
That's my team. That's right.
That is awesome.
I rep that set.
Of course, coming off of back-to-back Futures League champions, too. I mean, what was it about Norwich that was just a really good fit for Elijah coming in?
I think it has to do with, I teach him to love his coaches and be coachable. And his relationship with his coach at Johnson Wales, I think, had a lot to do with him getting the opportunity to make his mark here, and to see him work for it and make that happen, and how he's getting along with his teammates and everything else. It's special. Everything a dad would hope for.
Certainly a special bond. It is C.J. Nolan. He's going to hit in the spot of Kenny Noe, so there are sure to be some defensive changes when Norwich gets out on the field defensively in the 6th inning. 4-1 Worcester leading right now. Unicorns have brought the tying man to the plate, and Mike, I think just the guy you want to see. He clobbered a home run here earlier this week. And with the scorching hot night in Norwich and the thin air, this ball can certainly fly out of here. Ball one spiked by the right-hander Lane LeClaire. It's Norwich and Worcester. We're enjoying Military Appreciation Night here at Dodd Stadium on a Friday night. Also Firework Friday night. I'm not sure if you've been to any other Unicorns games, but I will say the fireworks show is second to none here.
Yeah, I believe it. It's a great venue that they have. I'll tell you what's pretty surprising, but magnificent also, is the food here.
Oh, yeah.
Up there
the suite level,
at the suite level?
The quesadillas?
Yes. And if you can make my wife happy with food,
There
you're
you
doing
go.
something real special.
There's a lot of great places around Norwich, D2, right down the road. We got the Stella's, which has been a staple in Norwich for a long time. Down the road, if you want a good breakfast, you go to Charlene's and
That's right.
Jewett City.
Jewett City,
One of my
or
favorite. I'll definitely have to check that out.
Or if you're Elijah, it's Prime 82 winning the Prime Performer of the night. He enjoyed a nice steak for lunch.
Okay.
So that's always up for grabs every night.
We were watching that game. Again, I was telling you how we appreciate listening to you, how you announce the games. We were on our way back, I believe, from Nantucket. And
on the Cape.
watching that game, listening through the car as he performed that night. Pretty awesome. Loved how he stayed composed and was backed up by his team.
That puts a smile on our face, too, that we're able to provide that for you. I mean, this is a lifeline for a lot of the parents in this league, especially for those that are out in California and on the west side, to be able to listen to the game through us. It means a lot to us as well.
Well, it comes through the way you all talk about the kids and their play, and you keep it in a positive light, and that's just awesome to hear as a parent, especially.
This is a good chance for Norwich to get back in the ball game, and suddenly in danger. The bases being loaded. Ball 3, a borderline calling it just missed on C.J. Nolan. This is the top of the lineup. Michael Fiataroni is on deck. The Unicorns hoping to bring home a couple soldiers on base. 3-0 on Nolan. The pitch that goes skipping away from the backstop Hess, and that is going to load the bases. Norwich has brought the tying run on, and it's the dangerous Michael Fiataroni to the plate.
Yeah, so things were really starting to fall apart for the Bravehearts here. The hit by pitch and then back-to-back walks got the Unicorns in a golden opportunity. Michael Fiataroni, of course, one of the hottest hitters on these Norwich Sea Unicorns with the bases loaded. And let me tell you what, he's been the hottest hitter. Does not have a home run yet, but boy, would right now be a spot to do it.
Maybe just speaking it into truth.
Hey, broadcasters jinx.
In reverse.
In reverse, something like
That's
that.
all we need. Unicorns with that chance to climb right back in the ball game. The pitch from LeClaire, high and away, and Hess, well, he's having some trouble right now receiving LeClaire on the rubber.
Both Ayers and him. I mean, it's got to be the humidity. As I said, this is one of
Sticky.
this is one of the hardest positions to play.
And with all the gear on too, it's only hotter. Spoke a little bit about that with Bryce Miller after the game yesterday in Lowell. That's in the zone for a called strike. That was double duty for Miller. He caught on consecutive days and 2 of the hottest days of the year. 1-1 the count on Fiataroni. Norwich with a good chance to unlock their offense. That's fouled right back.
Knocked over somebody's water bottle behind the backstop.
Got to hold on to those waters tonight. You're going to need them.
Yeah, look at us. We got like a whole little
Hydrate or die.
Seriously.
That's it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About to be 7.
Yep.
8.
Yeah.
9.
That is awesome. 1-2 the count on Fiataroni. The pitch home from LeClaire on the ground. Chopper to first. It's foul. St. Denis gobbling it up in foul ground. When you look back at your time, and I know it's Military Appreciation Night, maybe some of the different places that you got to travel to that you otherwise would not have.
Well, my first duty station was Okinawa, Japan, and that's just it's Japan's Hawaii. Unfortunately, I was sent over there with a great buddy of mine, and we bought motorcycles, we scuba dived, just enjoyed the island. It's very exciting. Your first duty station, and that was special.
I've had a few friends that have made it out to Okinawa, and one of my best friends who's in the Marines was in Mount Fuji and then Okinawa. He said beautiful times that he had out there.
Beautiful time.
It is a 2-2 count on Fiataroni. The pitch that is chopped foul on the first base side. Fiataroni really fighting here with 2 strikes in the count. You learn so much too when you go abroad and experience different countries, different places in the world. A lot like these young men on the field who have traveled far from home to play the game they love. LeClaire is set. The 2-2 home. That's below the knees. Ball 3. And it's a full count on the Norwich second baseman.
So a strike needs to be thrown here by the Worcester Bravehearts. Fiataroni, the most pressure-filled moment he's had arguably this summer. 3-2, bases loaded, one gone. Crowds getting into it.
LeClaire is set on 3-2. Swung on the ground to second. Moving over Centraccio. His only plays to the first base bag. Worcester will trade the out for a run. And the Unicorns scratched across a run in this fifth inning. It's a 4-2 ball game.
16th RBI on the season for Fiataroni. Playing small ball. The crowd's getting into it right here in the driver's seat. The tie-in run on second base for the Sea Unicorns, with Taylor Kaufman up to the plate.
Kaufman has strung it together as of late. Hits now in 3 straight games for the Penn Valley, California native. Grew up in Northern California, transferred to Fordham, Division I level, out of Hamilton College in the NESCAC. Unicorns have a couple of ducks on the pond in scoring position. Righty's pitch home, bounced to the plate. Good block back there by Hess, who's really been busy today, out of Keystone College and Reading, Ohio.
And just now they're starting to get somebody hot in the Bravehearts bullpen. Surprised it took them this long to do so. Norwich has got to take advantage of it and not strand 2 on. Have already stranded a pair of runners this game.
1-0 pitch. That is bounced up the first base line. Racing to the plate and scoring is David Pengel. And the Unicorns are within a run. And the game-tying run now just 90 feet away.
Get up at him, get up at him, get up at him and dance. The Unicorns now within run with a runner in scoring position. And Norwich has got to keep things going here. Feed off this crowd. Great opportunity for Taylor Kaufman to drive one up the middle and tie this up.
I have to ask, before you came into our broadcast booth, where were you enjoying the game from tonight?
We were in the box up there.
The lighthouse.
Oh, yeah, great.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't beat that. Ooh, that's all the way to the backstop. Racing to the plate, and the ball game is tied on a wild pitch. And the Unicorns have come roaring back. C.J. Nolan scores, and it is a brand new ball game in Norwich. It's 4-4.
Let's do it again, Adam. Get up at him, get up at him, get up at him, and dance. The tie and run comes across in Pengel, and let me tell you, my friend, I think you've been our good luck charm tonight.
I've been waiting for you to say that, because having the Marine Corps in this booth, obviously,
he's got to stay.
Is a big positive.
If he hits one out now, let me tell you.
Well, he's taking, and probably a good thing, Kaufman forcing LeClaire to have to come back into the strike zone. He missed badly with his last 2 pitches, and a couple of wild pitches tonight have led to Norwich runs. The Unicorns just 1 hit today, and there is ball 4. It's a 5-pitch walk to Kaufman, and the Unicorns have it going right now in the 5th inning.
And with Jackson Powers coming up to the plate, a white-hot hitter, as you've stated, Adam. I mean, he's got 1 home run on the year. That took place against the Starfires at Westfield. As a pitcher's meeting with Hess will now take place. I mean, Powers has been searching for that power here at home. I mean, only 2 Unicorns have been fortunate enough to hit it out in C.J. Nolan. Then, of course, Kenny Noe. What do you think about Jackson Powers sending one into the Norwich night?
I like his chances the way he's hitting right now. Already has a hit today. He's got the only hit for the Norwich offense. But a big thing that has really been discussed by the hitting coach, Joe DeLanzo, is staying within your approach and not getting too big at the plate. And Powers, a guy that has really become direct and quick to the baseball. That has led to his success. On at first is Kaufman. 3 walks this inning and a hit by pitch have allowed the Norwich offense to sound off in this 5th inning. Have fought back to tie it. Now a different feel here tonight at Dodd Stadium.
Awesome.
And usually it's the opposite. It's the Unicorns creating runs for the other team. It's nice to see it not be in that category this time around.
The pitch to Powers, backed him up inside, ball one. Command trouble right now on the mound for Worcester pitching. They have a right-hander loosening, and it appears to be imminent. Should this inning continue, I would imagine Joe Galvin would go to the bullpen. This is the seventh man up in the inning for Norwich. It has been a productive one. Powers, a high fly ball, deep into the right, is gone. Jackson Powers leaves the station. It is a go-ahead two-run home run, and it is a 6-4 Norwich lead.
You know how it goes, Adam. Get up, Adam. Get up, Adam. Get up, Adam, and dance. Called it. Broadcasters reverse jinx. Second home run of the year for Jackson Powers. RBIs 16 and 17, and Norwich has the lead 6-4.
I think it's pretty clear right now.
Wow, what a swing.
Yeah, good look, good look,
Yeah.
good look.
Let's put the Marine Corps hymn on the
That's all we need.
playlist.
He was due for one. I mean, let's be real. Like you said, on the way that Powers has
That was
been
a
hitting the
beautiful
baseball,
swing.
you just knew right off the bat.
This is in the air, straight away center field. This will stay in the ballpark. Underneath it is the center fielder, Braden Cali, but not before Norwich erupts. Five-run fifth inning. Jackson Powers has left the station tonight. Go-ahead two-run home run. It's 6-4 Norwich. We go to the sixth inning, Rick. I think we're going to have to keep you here the rest of the night.
I mean, right. That'd be wise.
All right, we go to the sixth. 6-4 Norwich as we head there.
Own rental property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental or a short-term property, they make ownership simple and stress-free. You own the property. They handle the headaches. Learn more at mycapitalteam.com. Capital Property Group, simplifying property ownership.
We're really looking forward to the possibility of working together. Absolutely, we believe this could be a great partner.
We salute all of our military men and women in attendance here tonight. What a celebration it is right now. The players from both dugouts giving a big salute here to all of our military personnel here in attendance. And we have one of our own right here in our broadcast booth, Rick Wells, sticking along for the rest of the ride tonight. Norwich is on top, 6-4. Boy, that has to put a smile on your face. The display around Dodd Stadium, it's always a special moment here at the ballpark.
It's a special moment. I can tell you that, there's anytime you have this type of military appreciation. I know I served, but I always think of my dad, who served in Vietnam and kind of set the example. Young man doing this thing over there and coming home and raising a family is just that's who I think about.
Logan is standing by with some fans enjoying some baseball on a summer night. Logan, we send it over to you.
Guys, an absolute special night here at Dodd Stadium. Jackson Powers providing some of the fireworks on that two-run home run. I've made my way down with Logan and Jeffrey. They're both current members here of the U.S. Navy. Logan, I'll start with you. To be able to serve this country, what does that mean for you?
A lot of sacrifice, going out and doing God's work out there in the world, doing things that don't really get noticed in some places, as well as a lot of responsibility, taking an oath, swearing to our Declaration of Independence.
Absolutely. Jeffrey, I'll ask you the same thing. To be a U.S. service member and have a huge impact on the success of this country, what does that mean to you?
As a nation and continuously growing and carrying the torch forward, the way that these children have a future and continue to be what America is all about, and just our freedoms and just continuously building as a nation and just a strong community.
Yeah, absolutely. Here on the eve of the 250th anniversary of this country, these two gentlemen, as long with other members of the community, millions of members that have served, thank you so much for all that you have done for our great country. And we're ready to celebrate the 250th anniversary of America tomorrow. Mike, Adam, back to you.
Logan, great work as always, capturing some wonderful memories being made here tonight. It is Military Appreciation Night, and Norwich showing their appreciation with 5 runs in the 5th inning. It is a new game here at Dodd Stadium, 6-4 for the Unicorns. It is very close to July 4th, so Rick, I have to ask, any fun plans for you guys on July 4th?
Well, we'll have Elijah home, I think. He plans on coming home, and that'd be awesome.
That's nice. Just going to have a relaxing day.
Just to have a relaxing
hot dogs,
day.
Hamburgers.
Personally, I'm playing golf in the morning.
Oh, no.
Nice.
I wish I could play
What
golf
course?
right now.
Wampanoag Country Club in West Hartford.
Yeah.
It's my own personal little Disneyland there.
There you go.
I'm playing with some solid dudes, so it's going to be a great day.
What's your choice of club that you swing?
Oh, I love my 7-iron.
7-iron. Me too. I'm a big 7-iron guy. I just got a brand new set of Callaway Elites heading into this season. So really enjoyed. Haven't got out as much as I want, but
okay, we can fix that. We got to fix that.
Yes.
It's a leadership failure.
Sean McGettigan still out there working. Reiser headed to Monmouth. A different field of this game, but McGettigan has been sharp out of the Norwich bullpen after coming on in the 4th inning. Secured the final out and has been cruising ever since. On the ground, that is foul. Norwich has a new shortstop in the ball game. It is now C.J. Nolan in the spot of Kenny Noe. He pinch hit for him, later scored after drawing a walk in the bottom of the 5th. Just joining us, it is 6-4 Norwich here in the top of the 6th inning tonight. It's Jacob Malfant batting. He's taking outside for ball 2. What's been the most fun part about not just tonight, but this experience, seeing summer collegiate baseball and players from all over the country coming together, becoming teammates, making so many memories along the way?
Yeah,
C.J. Nolan welcomes himself here into the ballgame. What a play at a range from his right to his left, and made a terrific play defensively. Did not miss a beat. And the leadoff man, Malfant, retired to begin the Worcester 6th inning.
Yeah, I spent 25 years as an elementary school teacher, and to see these kids going to these great schools and playing hard baseball, high-level baseball, it's again, as a teacher, you want kids to aspire to that.
And sky's the limit too, of course, in this league. As Adam mentioned, we've had many former Unicorns go to the next level. We have Kalen Culpepper, as we mentioned, that we'd be playing in the Futures League game. Former Unicorn Cam Maldonado and AJ Soldier have quickly been climbing the ranks of the Giants and Dodgers organization. So it's really special to see what a small team from southeastern Connecticut can do.
Yeah. All these great schools that these kids go to, it's just great. I mean, there's plenty of reasons to be optimistic, coming out here and seeing them, knowing that they're studying hard, playing hard.
It is a demanding schedule as well, 60 games over a 71-day period.
That was
nice
surprising,
too, because they really treat it like it's a minor league team, so you really get that full affiliated vibe.
It is a ball and 2 strikes on Jordan Luna. The pitch home, swung on and missed, struck him out, down by the way of the K. Sean McGettigan goes 2 1/3 innings out of the Norwich bullpen, keeps the lead intact. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 6-4 for the good guys as we go there. It's Unicorns Baseball live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
College all season long. Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now picking for the Bravehearts of UMass Boston, number 15, Kyle McLaughlin.
New pitcher in the ball game for Worcester. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The new pitcher is Kyle McLaughlin, the right-hander now on the hill out of UMass Boston and Auburn, Massachusetts. He will get the rock for Joe Galvin, trying to keep the game manageable. Fans, Jewett City Savings Bank is your community bank for over 125 years, with offices ready to serve you all over Eastern Connecticut. Go to jcsbank.com to find out why Jewett City Savings Bank is your community bank.
I've been using them all my life and still do. Recommend it. Jewett City Savings Bank, one of Southeastern Connecticut's premier family banks. Whew. Man, let me tell you what, it's approaching 9 o'clock and it is still hot.
Yeah.
I'd rather have it be like this than that winter that we just had, though. Let me tell you that right now.
I'm not saying a word.
We'll turn Connecticut into Florida.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Except in the south, man. But then we're going to be saying it's too hot.
Well, this is very similar to how it feels in Florida this time of the year.
Yeah.
Love Florida, though. Got lots of friends down there. Haven't been there in quite some time.
Got buddies who retire down there. We go down there every year to get together. It's a special time, but yeah, it's hot.
Yeah. Do a little golfing down there, too?
A little bit.
There you go.
What part of Florida?
They're in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, can't beat that.
Beautiful. Right by the Sanibel and Captiva Islands. Can't beat it.
This year we'll meet in Delray though.
Okay, on the East Coast.
Yep.
I've been going to the East Coast a lot more recently. I gotta say, I think I prefer the West, but it's always a good time in the Sunshine State. That's for sure.
It is a 6-4 Norwich lead. Reese McCarthy is batting for the Unicorns, number 6 spot in the lineup. Norwich sent 8 batters to the plate in a fruitful 5th inning. The offering home is the fastball, glued on the outside corner, strike 2. On McCarthy, who has grounded out and struck out tonight. Norwich 6 runs on 2 hits. Math is a funny game, and so is baseball.
Why do you think I was a journalist?
Nope.
Oh, still having a really hard time corralling that baseball. Both catchers today. And there's our ball boy, Unicorns ball boy.
It's always an exciting part to get down there and hang out with the players. And John Dufour, who is our team photographer, his son is always down there interacting with the players.
And he's here today. He's going to be taking some great photos that we'll get to use on some of the graphics coming up.
Oh, nice.
That's the home run shot. We're going to get that up on our broadcast here in a moment. Great work, as always, by John Dufour, just capturing moments here at Dodd Stadium.
We'll have to send a couple of those for the final score graphic. That home run by Powers, undoubtedly at this point,
awesome.
Play of the game.
That is tonight's, as your DB Lunt feeling electric play of the game. Let's go back to that moment. Nick, who is our broadcast producer and engineer, let's take a look back at the Jackson Powers 2-run home run. It has transformed our ball game here tonight in Norwich. Here is a look at that big monster shot over the wall in left field. It is the difference in the ball game tonight. We say thanks as always to DB Lunt. We're feeling electric. It's your play of the game here tonight. It brought the crowd to their feet and some fireworks sounding off for the Norwich offense in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-0 on Henry Ayers with the new arm in the ball game. Kyle McLaughlin pitching here for the Bravehearts. That slashed right at the third baseman, Jordan Luna. And there's 2 down.
Yeah, unlucky on that. Great placing the ball in a good spot was Ayers, but the third baseman, Luna, just a little bit quicker on that one.
2 gone for Jack Treat. He'll step into the back of the lefty box. McLaughlin doing the pitching here for the Bravehearts. Comes on for LeClaire. Ryan LeClaire, who gave up that 2-run home run to Jackson Powers. It's been great stuff tonight from Sean McGettigan, just 19 years of age, soon to be freshman at Monmouth. That will sink into the seats out on the berm. A lot of young fans out there enjoying the game.
Dog pile for the baseball out there, and the young man's got it. So Jack Treat to the plate now has been a really good opposite field hitter for the Sea Unicorns, has missed a couple of home runs here at Dodd going the opposite way.
Treat very familiar with this ballpark, playing his high school baseball in Montville out of Oakdale, Connecticut. The 1-1 pitch outside, 2-1. Jack Treat, funny enough, he is hosting his very soon-to-be college teammate, Michael Fiataroni. That's what's so fun about playing in the Futures League and some of those experiences you make. Jack Treat and Fiataroni will be teammates at Bryant. They're teammates here in the summer in Norwich. And it's the younger guy, Jack Treat, hosting the soon-to-be sophomore Fiataroni at Bryant. And they are building that chemistry very early on.
And they'll be in the infield together. Fiataroni at short and second, and then Treat would be at first. And probably he'll see some reps at DH also.
In a hitter-friendly count, the 3-1 cut on and missed for strike 2. Good downhill movement on that offering from McLaughlin.
Yeah, third baseman Luna thought that was strike 3 on that one. You could see him jogging in to home plate.
Not yet.
Excuse me, to the dugout. 3-2 count, 2 outs.
3-2, payoff pitch. On the way home, the righty's pitch swung on and missed, struck him out. Treat down on strikes. Good fastball from McLaughlin. We go to the 7th. It's 6-4 Norwich on Military Appreciation Night. This is Sea Unicorns Baseball, streaming live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Welcome back here to Dodd Stadium. Logan Rundy just jumping in here just for a couple of innings. Adam Plager right next to me as well here on Military Appreciation Night. Got to talk to a lot of great service members here in the community as well. I'd be remiss to say and not shout out some of my members that have had a huge big impact in my life. Brian Ashwood, Nick Parker, Chris Jones. Thinking about you guys here on this Military Appreciation Night here on the eve of the 250th anniversary of the United States.
Great to have you here in the broadcast booth, as always, Logan. Doing a great job capturing some great moments. I got to ask you, you've been around the ballpark here tonight and everything that is going on and what makes Military Appreciation Night so special. I mean, give us a little pulse. I know you've been in the dugout, you've been in the stands. I mean, no better view of this game than what you have experienced tonight. What are fans' little insider access on how things have been going?
You know, this place always has a bunch of juice, and I think when you have a night like this, at the time it's falling, right, and again, the eve of the 250th anniversary of the United States, I think there's a lot of extra juice in the building tonight. Whether it be through the fans, I really thought that home run by Jackson Powers fed off the fans' energy. I think it's just been a really emotional night for everybody involved, and I've really enjoyed it. It's been one of my favorite nights here so far this year.
No doubt about it. Norwich trying to work their way back, and they did exactly that tonight. In that 5th inning, sounded off for 5 runs. Huge statement inning. And the bats coming out swinging. They were helped out by some walks. A couple of men hit by the pitch. And the big swing tonight from Jackson Powers. I mean, he's been the star of the show tonight. Had him on the pregame show. A little insider access by you on what has been going so well for him. And then he exited Dodd Stadium tonight with a towering home run. I mean, it's just been a perfect storm tonight. 0-1 the count. It is still Sean McGettigan working. He's had a big say in this ball game here tonight and helping Norwich come back, because at the time of his entrance, Norwich was trailing 4-1. And he got a huge out to end that 4th inning. On the ground, going to be a tough play. It is tracked over there by the first baseman, Jack Treat. Underhand flips to McGettigan, 1 out.
Yeah, it's been a good, clean defensive night as well. I think that's the big thing. And it's weird, this Unicorns team has the offense going, and sometimes the ball doesn't roll their way on the scoreboard, or you have 2 hits and you're up 2 runs. It's kind of a reverse bag, if you will, but it's cool, right, to have a team that's good enough to score runs without actually hitting the baseball.
Norwich has been excellent in that department all summer. They've had these innings where they're not helping the other team. It can be so easy to expand your zone the way pitchers tunnel. And they have been composed at the plate. They've taken their walks. They've also had to wear a couple here today as well. Jack Treat, one of those guys doing that. That is what you want. Different guys stepping up. And that has been the recipe for this group when it has gone right this summer. In the air on the right side. That's going to go into the seats. Jack Treat will watch it go foul. And it's a true testament to the team aspect of winning baseball games. It's never going to be one guy or one pitcher. It takes a military to be able to do it, no pun intended, on Military Appreciation Night, and I think that is something that cannot get lost within this group the rest of the summer, because this talent is certainly there, but it is a matter of working together as a collective and staying in the fight. Popped up, first base side, Jack Treat moving over, that's Souvenir.
Yeah, I think it is about staying together here later on in the year, right? The first half of the year, you're trying to get to know a whole brand new bunch of guys, right? 40 plus this year on this Norwich roster. You have some rotation in there, some guys in, some guys out. And now it's the time where not a lot of guys are going to leave and come in. And this is going to be the group, right? Until, August 8th at the end of the regular season and hopefully into that final week of the postseason.
It's a ball and 2 strikes on Hunter St. Dennis. The pitch home, taken a little outside. Missed up top 2-2 at the belt line. McGettigan's outing is something to remember, but more importantly, the length he has provided trying to help save a taxed bullpen. The 2-2. Curveball laced two-hopper to short. Picked up by Nolan. His long throw gobbled up by Jack Treat. And there are 2 down in the Worcester 7th inning. Fans, every Tuesday at Dodd Stadium, we go BOGO. Buy one, get one free. Our next BOGO Tuesday coming to Dodd Stadium on Tuesday, July 14th. The Norwich Unicorns will play host to the Nashua Silver Knights. One of 2 final BOGO Tuesdays here in Norwich. Well, Kramer launches away strike 1 foul. This was a Worcester team rolling offensively entering play tonight. The Norwich group has tamed them to 5 hits tonight. And a couple of those were opposite field, softly hit baseballs, well placed. I thought Diaz was outstanding tonight. A couple of tough bloop singles that went against him, but other than that, I thought he had full control of the zone. The 0-1. Wave and a miss. Nasty wipeout slider.
Yeah, he definitely had control of the zone, and especially when Worcester put 3 runs up here in the first couple of innings, he kept composed. For a riser like he is, to be able to do that at such a young age is admirable.
The 0-2 to Kramer. On the ground, chopped, picked up over there at third. Reese McCarthy makes a nice play defensively. It is stretch time in the Rose City. 6-4 Scenicorns as we go there on Military Appreciation Night.
Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. So much better at Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning here tonight in Norwich. Packed house here tonight at historic Dodd Stadium. It's been a fun one tonight. 6-4 Scenicorns as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And as always, our 7th inning report, we are joined by our team reporter, Logan Rundy. Logan, down to you.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Nick. He served in the Army previously, one of the many members that have contributed to the safety of this great country. 250th anniversary of the United States is tomorrow. How does it feel to be a contributor in the safety of the citizens here of this country?
I love it. I'm glad to have the opportunity to serve. It was a blessing. It was, a lot of people see it as kind of a sacrifice, but I saw it as an opportunity, and I'm glad I got the chance to serve this great country.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of the baseball here, a lot of fireworks. You'll have fireworks post-game. What has been your favorite part about this experience here on this night?
I just love baseball. I love to come out and see any baseball. I was in Fenway on Sunday. I was in Yankee Stadium on Monday, and now I'm here. So just checking out any baseball I can go and get an opportunity to see.
Absolutely. Nick's been an absolute hero, not only on the battlefield, but as a person as well. We love to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody serving our country currently and our past members as well. It couldn't be more appreciated here on the eve of America's 250th anniversary and birthday. Adam, back to you.
Great work as always, Logan Rundy, encapsulating what a great night it has been. Military Appreciation Night. It has been a fun night at Dodd Stadium. 6-4 Norwich. David Pengel, the batter at the plate, showing bunt. Now the pitch home. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Pengel so far tonight has popped out and walked today. A guy really known for his defensive side of the game. 0-2. Pitcher's count for the right-hander on the mound for Worcester. On the ground, rolled over. Charging in Malfan. His sharp throw across the diamond. It is in time. And the leadoff man retired to begin the Norwich 7th inning. It'll turn over the lineup card for the leadoff man now, C.J. Nolan, batting for the second time here tonight. And Logan Rundy, well, you're fast. You're everywhere all over the ballpark. Good to have you right back here in the booth. Great interview as well, as always. So many different military personnel in attendance and enjoying the great game of baseball.
Yeah, and you heard it from Nick as well, being able to not only have an experience at the professional level over at Fenway Park, but to have a professional experience here at Dodd Stadium. To have that in close proximity for these residents and have a great experience at a very relatively cheap price as well, to come to the ballpark with their families, and especially on the eve of 4th of July for them people in the area, right, around the Norwich community, and also traveling, right, in this area to have an experience like this is second to none.
No doubt about that. It is made for a fun family night. That is always the goal at Dodd Stadium, and always a little bit more special on a Friday night as we honor our great country, which is soon to turn 250 years old tomorrow. The Scenic Horns head out on the road for the celebration. 10:30 start at Holman Stadium in Nashua, and that is the ballpark I know we've talked about, so difficult to go in there and win a ball game. How do you feed off the energy from tonight? It's going to be a 7 a.m. bus for this group. Get out there to Nashua for a big game against the Silver Knights team that is rolling right now. They are holding on to that final playoff spot. There's a lot at stake tomorrow morning with that 10:30 first pitch. It's also just a 7-inning ball game.
Yeah, I think that it's big for the character side of it, right? Whether you win or lose the game obviously is important. But to wake up at 7 a.m., to jump on a bus on the 4th of July when you can be doing so many different opportunities, right? To come in as C.J. Nolan rips one foul down the line and go get a win on the road in New Hampshire, which is the second founded state in the Union. Cool fact that I think I pulled out of my pocket there.
There we go.
Yeah, not bad. But back to the baseball. I think it's going to show a lot about this group if they can go down there and steal one from Nashua tomorrow.
It is a full count on C.J. Nolan from the full windup. And working is the Worcester right-hander on the Scenic Horns' new shortstop tonight. Gets a swing and a miss for the second out.
Yeah, it's a pitch C.J. Nolan's been tempted at, inside and outside, right at the letters and sometimes eye level as well. Just has to lower his sights. I think that will come as the season goes on and he gets more comfortable in that position.
2 down for Michael Fiataroni. Kyle McLaughlin still working. He's made it an inning and 2/3. Has just needed 24 pitches to get to this point in the ball game. The righties pitch home. That just missed a little low for ball one. Fiataroni so far tonight for Norwich. Had an RBI ground out, a productive out last time up. Part of that big 5th inning for Norwich, has struck out and grounded out. That's right back up the middle. Boy, watch your lips. That went off the backside of McLaughlin, through into center field, and Michael Fiataroni has hits in 4 straight games.
Yeah, it's good for Mike to really get back in that column. Obviously, he was up in the 430s earlier on this year. As good hitters do, they go through a cold stretch after being that hot, and to see him get back into rhythm is a really good sign for the Scenic Horns team.
A compact swing right back up the middle for Fiat. And the Norwich second baseman is aboard with 2 outs. Norwich hoping for a little 2-out thunder. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. 6-4 for the good guys. McLaughlin working from the stretch now. Righty's offering home. That is ruled in the zone, strike one, borderline pitch. Taylor Kaufman batting for Norwich so far today. Koff has grounded out, flied out, and walked. There goes the base runner, Fiataroni. That is punched through the right side. Corner to corner goes Fiataroni, and because of the hit and run, Norwich has a man in scoring position and a little insurance 90 feet away. Boy, you can't draw it up any better than that. And it looks like Jackson Powers, the man who's coming up. Let's look at tonight's photo of the game, thanks to our good friend John Dufour, who is down there tonight. Boy, what a shot by John. He's done a great job all summer. There it is, Logan. I know you were down there on the field for that mammoth home run tonight. That is great work by John Dufour. Happy to show it on our broadcast. What a swing by Jackson Powers, who is up with a chance to drive in a couple more.
Yeah, talk about JP. He's been great. We highlighted him in the 3rd inning over his last 8 games, more specifically 4. Now has 10 RBIs. This will be game number 5. So averaging 2 RBIs a game over the last 5. Not too shabby.
No, not at all. Backed up by strike one. JP, a guy that has really found himself at the plate as of late. Favorable spot, lefty batter against the right-handed reliever. McLaughlin's pitch on the outer edge. Strike two. And quickly in the driver's seat is McLaughlin. I have to ask, Kaufman on at first, do you put him in motion or does that become a distraction to the batter?
It does become a distraction, especially when you have a guy in Powers that's been hitting the ball really well. You don't put him in motion to risk anything.
They are going to check in on the base runner. The throw gets away, breaking for the plate, and coming home to score on the errant pickoff attempt is Michael Fiataroni. It is a 7-4 Norwich lead. And I would imagine you have to credit that as a stolen base to Fiataroni going to the plate.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to charge the pitcher with an error. So, but it's good on Mike Fiataroni. That's something that doesn't show up in the scorebook with the exception of a run. But I don't think that play happened 2 weeks ago. This team has gained awareness as the season has gone on, as Powers pops it over to the right side. And it looks like Luna is over, then called off by Malfant, and that will retire the side.
We go to the 8th inning, and Norwich Unicorns add on a run on an errant pickoff attempt from Kyle McLaughlin. It's 7-4 Unicorns. The 8th is next on the Futures League Network and live on YouTube, SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Norwich makes a call to the bullpen for Aiden Cochran, who made his Unicorns debut on Wednesday. He earned the victory. Went 2 1/3 innings out of the Norwich bullpen and was perfect in his season debut. Big outing here. Norwich has a 7-4 lead as we enter the 8th inning. And Logan, another big spot for Norwich, trying to protect a lead late against Worcester.
Yeah, it's been this inning, the 8th inning, where trouble has struck here at home. So if you survive this, you feel pretty good going into the 9th.
Due up for Joe Galvin's group, it is Benny Hess, Mason Bordelone, and Kate Centraccio. 6, 7, and 8 for Worcester as we march along here tonight on a Friday night in Norwich. So many things to build on. At one point it was a 4-1 Bravehearts lead. Norwich has erased that. Part of a 5-run 5th inning, had a run in the bottom of the 7th inning, and they really had a fight for the run in that 7th inning. It was a pickoff attempt that failed McLaughlin. And great recognition at third by Fiataroni to take the extra base. And maybe even a better send by Colby Reggione, who starred on our pregame show here today, giving Fiataroni the go sign there to break for the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we talked about. How do you communicate, Colby Reggione does, with his base runners? A prime example there when Fiataroni came in and scored a run.
Big wave and a miss there for Hess, who has flied out, struck out, and walked today. Cochran, a guy that has an overpowering fastball, a riser, headed to UConn out of Niantic, Connecticut. The pitch outside, missing for ball 1. Entering his senior year of high school, was up to 90 on the gun with his fastball. He can really sling it. And this is an important arm, leverage arm for Zach Gitcher. Norwich hoping to regain the services of Peter Glidden next week, who is bothered by some shoulder discomfort. That's another big element to the bullpen and will be important moving forward. Certainly takes a village in these sort of games. The 2-2, that is labeled on the inside corner, struck him out, froze Hess, and there is one gone in the Worcester 8th inning.
How about this bullpen? Unbelievable. Sean McGettigan giving you some length, keeping Worcester off the scoreboard for the most part, just being able to do an effective job after the Diaz relatively short start.
Fans, Griswold Pride. Pride stands for the partnership to reduce the influence of drugs for everyone. Check out their Facebook page for information. That's Griswold Pride. It is a 1-0 count on Mason Bordelone. He singled today, has popped out and hit into a 6-4-3 double play. That was a big double play turned by the Norwich defense behind McGettigan. That has been an area of struggle at times completing that double play ball.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of composure, and I think as the team gets comfortable, those shortstop and second baseman pairings get to know each other a little bit better. Their tendencies, those plays become a little bit easier. Really pretty play between Fiataroni and Noe.
1-2. That's jammed back to the screen. Boy, just riding the hands is Cochran. Just nothing Bordelone could do with that inside fastball. Count control, the 1-2 from the right-hander. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Down by the way of the K on a nasty wipeout slider. And Cochran has back-to-back Ks to begin the 8th inning.
Yeah, back-to-back Ks on sliders. Hess found looking, and you go to battle on, who just went down swinging. That's been a pitch for Worcester that's been troublesome, especially in the top of the lineup.
Yeah.
From everybody tonight, Diaz features one as well. And they haven't seen the pitch well, I think, early on in the game, as you see another one that misses. Right there. It was more
top. Yep.
It was more so the shadows, right? You saw the shadow over the plate and then the light. And I think that was more the issue, but later on in the game there's no excuse.
No. Diaz had 3 strikeouts in the first inning tonight. He set the tone. Unfortunate the first strikeout came around to score after the drop third strike, but 2 of his strikeouts in that first inning were because of that slider, and it was such a wipeout pitch. Ayers had trouble receiving it. It's a 3-0 count. The pitch home way inside. And, boy, they called that a strike.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Yeah, wow.
I never like to, go on umpires, but that was definitely a missed call.
Well, the Worcester's going to get the benefit of it. That was more of a strike, and it does get called. And tossing the bat was Centraccio. He immediately taps his chest. You never want to show up an umpire. Now a conversation with the home plate umpire and the Worcester bench on the third base side. They're animated with the strike zone now. So McGettigan, there, check that. Cochran living right. That is drilled right to the shortstop, C.J. Nolan on a hop across the diamond. Wide throw. Jack Treat windshield wipes across the tag. It's a 1-2-3 8th inning tonight for Aiden Cochran. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 7-4 Norwich right here on the Futures League Network and live on YouTube, SNSN Sports.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
7-4 Norwich. We cruise into the bottom of the 8th inning here tonight. 1-2-3 work by Aiden Cochran. will set up the table here in the home eighth. But we do know on every Wednesday you can enjoy a midweek ballpark bundle right here at Dodd Stadium. Our next week midweek ballpark bundle coming at you on July the 8th. That is next week. The Norwich Unicorns play host to the Westfield Starfires. By purchasing a premium seat, you'll also enjoy 2 hot dogs for the grand total of just $15. Family affordable fun here at Dodd Stadium. First pitch 6:30 for our midweek ballpark bundle. Tomorrow, Norwich goes to Nashua, and they will hand the baseball over tomorrow to Jackson Prey.
Yeah, Prey's been really good out of the pen this year. Obviously took the loss a little bit early on. 10 innings pitched, 10 hits. Going to be a challenge for Prey as he gets the ball for the early morning start on the 4th of July in Nashua.
Big outing for the UConn Avery Point product, but still work to be done tonight. TJ Bayer looking down and away at ball 1. It appears that Sean Flannery is loosening down in the bullpen for Norwich. It is his inning to be had, with the Unicorns leading by 3. And with the way things stand, it would be a save situation.
Yeah, I talked to Sean early on today, and he was like, I asked him, are you ready to go? Because this crowd is ready to go for you. He brings electric stuff out of that bullpen, including that sinker ball right in the low 90s.
2-0 on Bayer. That's down and away for ball 3. Three and 0 the count on TJ Bayer. On the Norwich right fielder, he's backed up inside, and the Maris product works a leadoff walk, and the Unicorns have a man on to begin the bottom of the 8th. The free bases have been a storyline tonight, especially from Worcester pitching. Bayer draws the leadoff walk, 4 straight out of the zone by McLaughlin as the crowd starts to rattle the bleachers below us. It is Reese McCarthy at the plate so far tonight for Bravehearts pitching. They have issued 5 different walks and have hit a man. There goes the base runner, and trouble again, releasing the ball for Hess. It is a swipe bag for Bayer, and the Unicorns have a man in scoring position. Still nobody out, and an even count on Reese McCarthy.
Yeah, I don't even think Hess had a chance if he got the ball out cleanly and threw a perfect ball. TJ had such a good jump.
A good pitch to go on. It was an off-speed pitch by McLaughlin. The 1-1 home. Huge lead right now for RMC on the base pass. And that is another huge add-on run for Norwich, hoping to distance themselves from Worcester tonight. From the stretch, the 2-1 home. On the ground to the left side, handled by Malfant across the diamond. Tough scoop by St. Denis, and he completes the ground out. 6-3, and there is one down.
Yeah, another ball away. That might have been even a run. A lot of space in between first base and the brick wall that separates the seats. So, again, what a save by St. Denis over at first base.
Certainly saving a run. Here's the catcher, Henry Ayers. Ayers today has lined out a couple of times and grounded out. Fastball overthrown outside ball 1, and relate that to the balance. Just fell off to the left side that time, did McLaughlin.
Yeah, obviously, Worcester mechanics haven't been great. That 5th inning where those 5 runs came in, there was only 1 hit in the inning. A lot of wild pitches as well. So Norwich finding a way.
Punch through the left side of the infield. Rounding third and stopping there. A wise decision. So Bayer will hold it third. And the Unicorns have them at the corners. And go back to our demo earlier today with the base running. Reggione came way off the line. Immediately gauged where that base hit was headed. Would have been a tough send for Bayer. And you don't want to take the bat out of the hands of Jack Treat, and a man in scoring position, and some pressure here in this 8th inning for McLaughlin.
Yeah, it is, and I think you kind of have to pound the zone if you're him. right? You're down 3 runs, runners on the corners, have to find a way probably to roll the double play.
There goes the base runner. What a jump for Ayers, and wisely holding onto it is Hess there at second and third. Have to imagine this would move in the Worcester infield alignment. They're backing up though, so they're going to stay at standard depth. It's 0-1 on Treat. The pitch. That is flipped into left field. It's going to get down a base hit. Bayer will score, and the stop sign at third. Norwich will go station to station. RBI base hit. Jack Treat back-to-back singles to the opposite field, and the Scenic Horns add on in the 8th inning. It's 8-4.
Just good baseball all the way around. Station to station, good coaching at third base by Colby Region, and this crowd is absolutely electric here on this Friday night.
The fans enjoying it on Military Appreciation Night. They come roaring to life. And the entire infield defense being summoned by the shortstop, Malfance, trying to slow down the roll of this Norwich attack. It is going right now. They have set sail in this 8th inning. A run has come home to score. David Pengel is the batter going to the plate, and right now Joe Galvin is going to keep his faith in McLaughlin here. They are at the corners. The double play is available, but Norwich has hit the baseball here, and all of a sudden are out hitting the Bravehearts 6-5 and have grown their lead to 4.
Just a lot of pressure in this situation. However, with a 4-run lead, you're playing for outs in this situation. You're just trying to get your guys right back up to bat.
Well, it looks like there's no movement now in the Norwich bullpen. It looked like Flannery had some action going in there, so would imagine Aiden Cochran would get the go in the 9th inning with a 4-run lead. And he has been stellar to begin his tenure in Norwich. There's the breaking pitch, sailed way inside on Pengel. Ball 1. Aboard at first is Treat. He singled through the left side. And it's Ayers at third. They'll check in on Treat. 1 ball, no strikes on David Pengel. Number 9 hitter in the Norwich lineup. Has popped out, walked, and grounded out today. Scenic Horns in front. It's 8-4 for the home side tonight. Here's the 1-0. That's taken on the inner edge.
Pengel's fast, so any ball on the ground is probably a run, and it'd be a challenge for Worcester to turn a double play. I think as long as Pengel puts the ball in play, it's another run for Norwich.
From the stretch, the right-hander. There goes the base runner. And sliding in there safely without a throw is Jack Treat. So they're at second and third once again. And McLaughlin has paid no attention to the men on base. It has been a merry-go-round for the Norwich offense, continuing to collect bags. This is going to bring out the pitching coach for Worcester. That is Dan Barato. He's going to chat things over with McLaughlin as things have gone sideways on the Worcester bullpen here in the 8th inning. Norwich hunting more offense. It's 8-4 with 1 out, and they are at the corners. Fans, the Burns Agency. Let them simplify your insurance needs. Go to theburnsagency.com to find out more. The Burns Agency, now part of Hub International.
Not a lot of arms going in that Worcester bullpen. Just one, but it just started to roll. So Worcester is going to have to stick here with Kyle McLaughlin, although he has struggled here in the last 2 innings, the 7th and the 8th. 1 run for the moment in each inning. Not a lot of offense, though. 5 hits for Worcester, 6 for Norwich. Those 2 errors for Worcester, both throwing errors over around first base, have costed them, including a 5-run 5th inning, which puts the Sea Unicorns up double on Worcester.
8-4 Scenic Horns, 2-1 on Pengel. The infield defense has been brought in now. The mound meeting with Dan Barato wrapping up. The pitch home, big swing. And Pengel up empty with strike 2. Hardy cut, healthy swing.
It's the wrong swing, right? In that situation, you have to find a way to keep it simple. The infield's in. It's not going to take a lot to put it over their head or through them. Nice, short, compact swing.
On 2-2, Pengel's taking narrow pitch. That was similar to the strike 1 of this plate appearance. This time Pengel gets the call, and the count is full. Big spot in the ball game. Norwich trying to run away with a big lead here in the 8th inning tonight. It is full on Pengel. Hess inside. The 3-2 off the end of the bat. Floated foul. Good fight off for David Pengel.
Good adjustment as well. Short swing, trying to poke it the other way and keep it simple.
Still a full count on Pengel. On deck is C.J. Nolan, another righty. It would be McLaughlin waiting for him. The 3-2. That is lifted into center field. Ayers will score. The wave at third for Jack Treat. He'll race home and score. 2-run scoring RBI knock. David Pengel. And it is a 10-4 Norwich lead in the 8th inning.
Look how simple that was. Just to bloop it over the infield's head. That play more than likely wouldn't have been made by anybody at normal depth. Great job by David Pengel.
That is now 3 consecutive hits for the Norwich offense, and Joe Galvin has seen enough. That'll end the line tonight for Kyle McLaughlin. The Unicorns add on 3 runs here in this big 8th inning. They're into double digits tonight. It's a party on a Friday night in Norwich. We'll take a break. There's a new pitcher for Worcester. We'll meet him on the other side. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Pitching change being made, and it is the homegrown product Andrew Harden from nearby Griswold, Connecticut. Plays his college baseball at Post University. He'll get the baseball here in a 10-4 ball game. Norwich has sounded off here in this 8th inning. 3 more runs have scored. It is Andrew Harden's turn for the Worcester bullpen, trying to find a route to the end of the inning.
Yeah, it's been a tough inning here for Worcester. 3 runs and then that 5-run 5th. That's really the damage. Otherwise, it's a 4-2 game. The bats have come alive for Norwich, is something we've been waiting for all summer. Great start here at home halfway through the year.
Plenty going on around the Futures League on this Friday night. Let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard here today. Plenty of action going on besides this fun one here tonight at Dodd Stadium as we go around the Futures League here tonight. The Westfield Starfires are leading right now 4-3 at New Britain Stadium. The Starfires trying to snap a 7-game slide here tonight. And the Lowell Spinners meeting with the Nashua Silver Knights. And that ball game is now tied officially. At the time of our graphic being made, it was a 7-5 Nashua lead. Now no more. Lowell has fought back to tie the game at 7. That is a huge swing game, Logan, in the standings. This is a Norwich team trying to catch a red-hot Silver Knights group that has won 5 straight ball games.
Yeah, it'll be big for tomorrow if they lose tonight. That's a tough way to go out and then turn it back around on 10:30 to come back and win another ball game. So if Norwich can win here, and Nashua drops a game over in Lowell tonight, 2 games could be able to be found.
Norwich would be 1 game behind them in the Futures League standings. And that is why every game is so impactful. It's C.J. Nolan batting, and I would imagine there now is movement in the Norwich bullpen. That does not look like Flannery from our vantage point. We'll try and get a look into that bullpen at some point here. See who Norwich is loosening. Boy, that caught the helmet.
I think they're saying they leaned into it.
Wow.
That's a rare call, and Gitch not happy about it.
Zach Gitcher is coming out to the home plate area. Well, either way, it caught him in the head. Like, that's a hit by pitch. And it is not going to go the Norwich way. It is a 10-4 Scenic Horns lead. And Gitch certainly beside himself at the no call. And he is continuing to discuss this call here at home plate. He's frustrated by this call. Has to be careful here. And now he's going to continue the conversation with the home plate umpire.
It's not worth getting tossed. Up 6 runs. You never know what can happen in this ball game. And if it keeps going, it might go that way.
Yeah.
I don't think he's leaving without getting tossed.
Yep, he is going to get tossed. And Zach Gitcher is going to cover the home plate. Fireworks sounding off on this military appreciation night. He is frustrated, and he was looking for his moment. He got it. He riles up the Norwich dugout. The Scenic Horns on top, 10-4. Right here tonight, Colby Reggione will get the jacket. And boy, he wasn't going to leave without getting tossed.
He wasn't, and in a situation like that, your team is struggling. You want to be able to fire up your guys. I don't even think he was that upset at the call. There's no way. You're up 6 runs. I think it was an act just to get his guys riled up.
Yeah.
And I don't mind that. You want your manager to have some passion, and he did in that moment.
Yeah, because simply put, the team quit on themselves last night, and we're not here, to say, poor things about the Scenic Horns. But when you lose 16-4 the way they did last night, they responded tonight. And good for Norwich. They needed this game tonight. They had to find a way. And that is a part of the boil over from last night. Because simply put, as Zach Gitcher has put it, the effort level for this group, that was unacceptable. It is at game number 30 in the summer. And if this group wants to make a push towards the postseason, something has got to change. Tonight's a good start. They have to build on this, though, going to Nashua tomorrow. Simply put, you have to string them together. And right now, Andrew Harden is paying close attention to the base runner on it first. That is David Pengel. And I think that's really a sign to the group in the dugout. Simply put, they have to bring the energy the rest of the summer.
They do, and for Gitch to be the leader of this ball club and to lead as he just did, that's so important for this young group.
There goes the base runner. That misses way outside. The throw to second, nowhere close to the zip code, and the Scenic Horns have a man in scoring position. It is Pengel, and Norwich looking for more. Still 1 out in the inning with the right-hander Andrew Harden on the mound here. Just joining us, it's been a fun military appreciation night, and the Scenic Horns offense putting up double digits here tonight. 10 runs, 7 hits. Big swing and a miss, strike 2.
Short, compact swing from CJ. He's getting really big. What I mean by that is he's flying open that elbow. He's flying open his body to try to hit the ball as far as he can. For a guy that's struggling and that struck out a multitude of times over the last few nights, needs to be a lot shorter and closed off.
Good take upstairs, ball 3. With Andrew Harden working here in this 8th inning, and Norwich making it challenging on him. And these are the types of at-bats you have to put together. At some point, that late in the ball game, there goes Pengel again. That misses inside, ball 4. And Norwich has them at the corners. Going back to that point, there is going to be a point in time Norwich is going to have to come back late in the game at some point down the line this season, and it's going to be a big game with high stakes. Good chance to work on those details of the game. I know it's a 6-run lead. You're up big, but these sorts of at-bats, when the stakes are low, well, that can certainly help guide you when the stakes become massive. And Norwich is going to take another free base. They have a man in scoring position. That is Nolan. And Fiataroni, a real shot here to drive in 2 more. The fans letting their thoughts be heard throughout Dodd Stadium. The pitch, change up in the zone. Good spot there for Harden, trying to change speeds.
Over 10 minutes of real time without an out for Worcester. Good at bats so far in this inning by Norwich.
It's even on Fiataroni. The pitch, another breaking pitch. It just missed for ball 2. Harden making his 6th appearance of the summer, 4 1/3 innings worked, 8.31 the ERA. As he pitches in a place very close to home. Family in attendance, the 2-1. Big swing from Fiat, and that time, one of those swings where you felt like that changed his approach there.
Why would you, though? You put the ball up the middle in an earlier at bat in this game. Stay simple, stay compact. You don't want to fly open. A home run doesn't do much in this game.
The 2-2 popped him up on the infield. Infield fly rule should be in effect. It's going to be the third baseman, and he dropped the baseball, but because of the infield fly rule, no?
Just first and second. When you have runners on second and third, the infield fly rule is out of effect.
Okay, so that's going to load the bases. So, boy, Luna just dropped the ball. He lost it in the Dodd Stadium lights, and Norwich has loaded them up here with 1 out in the inning. It's Taylor Kaufman's turn.
And Worcester just making all types of mistakes here in this inning.
It is the 3rd error committed today by the Bravehearts. And Taylor Kaufman looking to blow the ball game further open against Andrew Harden. Righty's pitch home. Up and in, ball 1.
They haven't put the error on the board yet. That might be given a hit. It shouldn't be.
No.
It shouldn't be.
It should not be a hit. We love to help our players out and pad stats, but that was an error by the third baseman, Luna. The pitch right back to the screen. You were ready for that.
We were ready, for sure.
We were always ready.
You're almost at the point for Norwich, which offense is great, but you want to close this out
right
at some point.
Yep, getting cold right now. I've been waiting for a long time, over 15 minutes now since Norwich last threw a pitch. And it was Aiden Cochran. I would imagine he has to be shut down for the 9th inning. The pitch home, fouled right back, strike 2. Harden trying to dance around the edges here. It's the middle of the order right now for Norwich. Powers is the man waiting on deck. They have number 6 showing on the big board, but it is Taylor Kaufman batting. Bases loaded, and the corners are in for Worcester. From the stretch, set up inside Hess. The delivery home. Off the end of the bat, down the right field line. It's a fair ball. It's going to roll out to the wall. This is going to clear the bases. Taylor Kaufman has entered the party tonight. It's a 13-4 Norwich lead.
A triple by Kaufman clears the bases. And 13 runs are put on the board. That's one of the high numbers here at home this year for the Sea Unicorns, and a momentum shift as well, as Worcester has been completely thrown out of this ball game here in the 8th inning. Between the 5th and the 8th inning, 11 runs, out of the 13 have been scored.
Norwich needs just one more run to mercy rule to the finish line tonight, and a real chance to do it with Jackson Powers. Jackson Powers has a chance to finish it off here tonight with one big swing. Unicorns trying to get the party started a little early.
Speaking of getting the party started, I was out celebrating with these fans. It seems like they have found their good luck strike. It's good to be back in the booth, Admin. Boy, what a crazy inning we have had. We have an ejection, and we're knocking on the doorstep of a mercy rule.
Powers in the air. Fly ball to right field. Waiting to tag is Kaufman. He is going to break for the plate. The throw coming home. It is not in time. Say goodnight to the Bravehearts. The Unicorns mercy rule them here tonight. 14-4, but it is a firework night. So we will see if they should be calling the game here.
Well, we got TJ Baer that's stepping up to the plate, so it looks like we're going to get some more free baseball at him here in Norwich. Just continuing to fire.
Don't stop the party.
Don't stop the party, Adam. Firing on all cylinders. It quite literally is a party in the USA.
What a night for the Sea Unicorns, exploding for 14 runs to the delight of the Norwich faithful here today.
So excited. We're getting tongue twisted up.
We
here,
are.
man. You know what?
Been waiting for a game like this, and what a response after the way things unfolded in Lowell last night. I gotta have a performance, and the Sea Unicorns have found a way. Bayer fouling one off. It is a 10-run lead, but I believe, and I'm not sure, but I believe on fireworks nights you finish the inning off, or you have to play till the end of the night?
Well, what happens is that the home team, even if they're going for the mercy, they have to close it out in terms of pitching. So
okay,
it's not technically a walk-off yet.
The 1-1 fouled off. There are 2 outs in the inning, and the Sea Unicorns erupting for 7 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Zach Gitcher's night is over after CJ Nolan got hit by the pitch, argued the call, and he was not going to leave until he got the ejection. Second time he's been thrown out of a ball game. Harden set the 1-2 pitch. That is floated out to straightaway center field. Long run out there. Squeezing it is Braden Calley, and that will wrap things up. We will play a 9th inning here tonight, and it is Aiden Cochran leading the troops back out there. Norwich trying to shut it down when we come back right here on the Futures League Network and live on YouTube, SNSN Sports.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days same as cash and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's SCR-Structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. SCR-Structures.com.
We go to the 9th inning here tonight in Norwich. It has been a fun one tonight, a party at the Dodd. 13-4, Sea Unicorns are on top, and Aiden Cochran, if you're just tuning in, as electric of arms as they get. A riser, headed to UConn, paints the edges, has had full control of the strike zone, and boy, you feel like the game is over before he takes them out. He has been that good for this group, has made a strong impression on the coaching staff, and you have to like the bridge that is being built now in the back of the Norwich bullpen. Jack Scholes, Alex D'Ambrosio, this man right here, Aiden Cochran, and let's not forget Sean Flannery. That is a pack of wolves waiting in the back of the bullpen. But now the key for this group is how you manage the game to get to the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th inning. First up is Braden Calley. It is 9-1-2, Mike, 2 up for Worcester. They trail by 10.
Yeah, Worcester essentially falling apart. It looks like that we had the early Sea Unicorns out there for the part of the season, and they have just been lights out in terms of offensive production. I mean, putting up 14 runs in total, 7 in that 8th inning. You can't get better than that, Adam.
No, you can't. That is taken down and away. 2-0 is the count on Braden Calley. Steps in that righty batter's box. Calley out of UMass Lowell, Taunton, Massachusetts. Zach Gitcher, very familiar with him. One of his coaches at the collegiate level. It is 3-0 now on Calley, and boy, it was a long period in between half innings. for Cochran, and he's got the zone fastball for strike one. From the full windup, 3-1 pitch. Just outside, he walked him. 5-pitch walk issued by Cochran, and this is about attacking the zone. You have a 10-run lead. You just need outs, and you want to shut this thing down if you're Aiden Cochran. You cannot allow belief to seep back into the Worcester dugout.
Not at all. These Worcester Bravehearts are in second place for a reason. One of the hottest teams in the league. Norwich looking to go 4-2 against them, but it starts with small ball right here, right now. Turning a double play would be a true rally killer and get this game in the hands of the Unicorns.
It is a ball and a strike. Norwich has turned a double play tonight. It is Malfant, the leadoff man, backed up inside. That curveball just stayed upstairs. Ball 2. Aboard at first is the base runner, Braden Calley. The pitch home. Swing and a miss. Wipeout slider by Cochran. And there are 2 strikes on the Bravehearts leadoff man.
He's still hitless in today's game through 4 at-bats. This is 5th now. A couple strikeouts and a couple groundouts.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Down by the way of the K is Jacob Malfant, and there is 1 gone in the Worcester 9th inning. As we head to the finish line, we'll let highway campers take you there. Home is where you park it. That's the motto for highway campers on Route 12 in Plainfield. Family owned since 1967. Camping season is here. Check out their inventory of new and used park models and campers at highwaycampers.com. Remember, home
is where you park it.
0-1
money
is the count.
Absolute money.
On the batter, Jordan Luna. Downstairs, 1-1. Unicorns at double play depth defensively. 14 runs on 9 hits, and it's funny how baseball works. Norwich was blown out yesterday with 14 hits, just 4 runs. The pitch home, wave and a miss. Good juice on the fastball for strike 2.
Cochran is firing it right down the heart of the plate. No mercy, no fear. And now he's 1 more strike away from back-to-back strikeouts.
Another come and get me fastball. The 1-2 pitch. A fastball again on the ground to second. And that gets away from the Norwich shortstop. C.J. Nolan rolls out into left field. It's the first error committed by Norwich defensively tonight. Fiataroni sidearm flinged it over to second. It was wide of C.J. Nolan, and all of a sudden, things tightening up a little bit there at second and third with 1 out.
So Norwich just avoiding a clean slate on defense. Just the first error of the game here in the top of the 9th inning. And, you know, if he wasn't up this much, I think he would have gone to first base on that one. That was the safer play. But, you know, when you are up this much, you can fool around a little bit, but not too much. You don't want to get this game away from you.
Fastball misses up top, ball 1. That had a chance to be an inning and game-ending double play. Instead, it is second and third with 1 out. And that is an area of the game Norwich has been trying to make improvements on. In the air, sliced foul, good fastball. Cochran has been leaning heavily into that fastball tonight. Has delivered a heavy dose of them. And he's got the count even. A ball and a strike on Julian Mercado.
Yeah, he sits in the mid-90s. So I like the fastball by Cochran. We've seen off-speed pitch right there. Seems as if the batters for the Bravehearts are automatically going to assume that a fastball will be thrown.
See what Cochran has in store. He's used his slider, but it's been used as a put-out pitch. He's right back to the fastball. It is over the leaping reach of Fiataroni. That's going to unload the bases. A couple of runs come home to score, and quickly strolling into second. And just like that, it is 14-6.
And 14-6 is actually a lot closer than you think it is. Yep. These Unicorns don't want to create these errors. Back-to-back plays, back-to-back errors. These guys can't get too cocky. They just got to play small baseball, smart baseball, and this is what we saw happen in Vermont, right? We were up 8-1, and then we blew it based off of errors, silly mistakes. You don't want to fall into that category and get too comfortable, especially against this Bravehearts team.
Norwich has sent a man into their bullpen. Sean Flannery is available if needed, but you'd rather not use one of your high leverage arms leading by 8 runs. One of those runs is unearned right now in this half inning as the Unicorns hope to dock the ship here tonight on Military Appreciation Night, but it is far from over. Worcester fighting the rest of the way to the finish line. It is 1-0 on Hunter St. Denis. The righties pitch home, popped him up in right field. TJ Bayer moving in. He's underneath it. He'll make the catch on it. Tagging from second, going to third is Mercado. And the tag, it is in time! TJ Bayer, are you kidding me? Say goodnight to the Bravehearts. The Unicorns celebrate on Military Appreciation Night. An emphatic 14-6 win, a much-needed win. It is win number 14 of the summer as they take down the Bravehearts.
Dirty deeds at Dodd on a Friday night. Beautiful way to end tonight's game. Beautiful way to end Military Appreciation Night. The Unicorns salute the fans. We salute the fans and all of our troops. Happy birthday, America. The Unicorns back on top.
A big win in a multitude of different ways for Norwich in a game they had to get, and you knew they had to get it. And the way they got it done, the fashion here tonight, they stepped and stomped all over the gas pedal, and they did not leave any mercy here tonight. And that's what you need. You have to have the killer instinct. When you start to get up and you smell blood, you have to take it. Tonight, the Unicorns get the job done, and they do it with an exclamation point.
And we were right in the funeral song for the Unicorns after last night's game. You know, taking a mercy rule loss after 14 hits and only getting 4 runs across the board. You know what? We thought that, you know what, that's all she wrote. But a win like this, not only a regular win, a statement win, a 14-6 final victory against one of the second hottest team in the Futures League. That's how you do it. Dare I say, the 4-peat is back on.
No doubt about it. You know who's got a hot bat right now? Jackson Powers. He's waiting downstairs. He socked a go-ahead 2-run home run tonight. Logan, take it away.
Thanks, guys. On the field with one of our players in the game, Jackson Powers. Happy Military Appreciation Night to you. You smacked a homer over the right field fence and a sac fly as well. What was going right for you at the plate tonight?
I mean, that's a great team win. Look at this crowd, man. Everybody came out tonight. Everybody was rolling. Bats were hot. Great team win for the boys right there.
It's a huge team win. Without the fireworks tonight, it would have been a mercy rule. Additionally, this comes on the eve of the 250th anniversary of America. To do this in front of past service members, to do it in front of present service members. What does this mean to not only to you, but this organization?
It means everything, man. I'm tingling just thinking about it, man. All these fans, all the military people here, man. It means everything. It means the world. This place is awesome.
So Unicorns get a huge win. Happy birthday, America. 250 tomorrow. Adam, Mike, back to you.
Wait, let's close it down. Logan Rundy as Jackson Powers gets the shower here tonight. A well-deserved one. We will take a moment. We will step aside because we got a lot to break down, Mike, from a big win as we celebrate 250 years of freedom. It's America's birthday tomorrow, and the Unicorns will go into Nashua with a big win. We'll break it down. It's the Unicorns post-game wrap-up. It's a happy one right after this.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
buy better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Own rental property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental or a short-term property, they make ownership simple and stress-free. You own the property. They handle the headaches. Learn more at mycapitalteam.com. Capital Property Group, simplifying property ownership.
We're really looking forward to the possibility of working together. Absolutely. We believe this could be a great part.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Get it? No, look, that's fine.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days same as cash and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
It's the Norwich Unicorns post-game wrap-up. A big one here tonight, 14-6. They take down the second place Worcester Bravehearts. We got a lot to go through, but John Villar-Diaz, boy, was he strong tonight. Yes, he does. Give up the 4 runs. 3 of those were earned. I thought he managed the game exceptionally well.
You know what? There's a little bit of miscommunication between him and Ayers early on in the game, but 5 strikeouts, all in all, an excellent effort. He continues to be hot here when it comes to pitching at Dodd Stadium. That slider was really working well for him. He was peppering that fastball in the inside corner, and he was making those hitters look silly, as I said, with the slider. Great stuff from him, which would eventually pave the way for an outstanding explosion of offense from the Sea Unicorns.
No doubt about it. The Bravehearts would get their offense rolling. They would build at one point a 4-1 lead, a run in the first. 2 big ones, though, in that second inning, and it was Julian Mercado just dumping it to the opposite field, and all of a sudden, boy, you felt some turbulence early, and you wondered if John Villar-Diaz would be able to settle in. The answer is he was, and he managed the traffic around the base pass, but more importantly, he managed the game tonight. He did not allow it to blow up on him. He made the pitches that he had to, and he did not quit, and nor did this team, and that's a big reason why they paved the way to a big comeback win.
You know, down 3 at one point in the game when it was 4-1, we've seen this team get dejected in the past when they've been down by runs like that, but what I've started to realize is that when there's a big crowd here at Dodd Stadium, when there's a special night like a fireworks night, they feed off that energy. 2-1 now when it comes to firework nights here at Dodd, and you couldn't have wrote it any more perfectly than that. In my opinion, this was a must-win.
It was.
We were writing the funeral for these guys yesterday after the loss in Lowell, but the good thing is back-to-back home wins. First time we've seen back-to-back home wins
All
besides all summer. But
Since
that is right.
It is
because we did win 2 out of 3 against Vermont, but it wasn't back-to-back.
No.
So it was the Sea Unicorns game 1, game 2 went to Vermont, and then we had the rubber match, which we won. This is the first time that we've won back-to-back games, and what a way to do it in front of a crowd like this on Military Appreciation.
Okay, well, we want to party here tonight. Let's talk about the offense here tonight. 14 runs. Take me into the 5th inning, please, because, boy, small ball worked the walk. They got hit by pitches, and then all of a sudden, the boat started to get going. They finally set sail, and they took advantage of the opportunities presented by Worcester.
That's right. You know, we had some good luck here in the booth, and our friend, Mr. Wells from the United States Marine Corps, thank you for his service, and thank you for everyone that joined us here tonight. But the small ball was really working well, just a couple of singles here and there. And then, of course, we can't forget one of the biggest moments of the night, Mr. Powers finally getting his name. A towering shot to right field. We called it at him. Huge home run for Jackson Powers. The 3rd Sea Unicorn home run here at Dodd Stadium this year. And boy, that's all she wrote after that.
Wow is what I got to say. Are you kidding me? What a swing. And he took a pitch that he knew he could handle. He had to take some really tough pitches, a lot of competitive pitches by Carter. But he finally attacked a pitch in his hot zone, and he towered one out of here. Monmouth shot by him. A massive boost for this group, and Dodd Stadium was rocking here tonight. And then you need your killer instinct. And tonight the Sea Unicorns got it in the bottom of the 8th inning.
The bottom of the 8th inning, the most runs that they've gotten in a single inning the entirety of this year. And, you know, usually they were on the reverse side of the late runs as the fans behind us get excited and ready for our firework display. But, yeah, 7 runs just feeding off of each other. A couple errors by the Bravehearts really kind of propelled that train forward. But I loved what I saw from these guys. We really saw some true grit. There's still a lot of fight left in this team, Adam. And we still got a lot of baseball left to play.
The big swing, Taylor Kaufman. Yeah, he entered the party here tonight. Clears the bases. What a swing for a guy. Inside out, backside approach. And when this offense is right, that's the swing that gets the job done. A lot of good singles, just taking what was given. Fiataroni, David Pengel. You move the list. CJ Nolan working a walk. Everybody staying within their approach. And that's how you score 7 runs in an inning. And how about the way they closed it out tonight? TJ Bayer, a game ending. Let's start the fireworks show kind of play. Cannon by him in right field. And that's how you wrap up a big win.
And it would have been a mercy rule if it wasn't for the fact that we had the firework night. As you can see, Futures League rules, of course, require you to finish the game when we have fireworks. But look, speaking of fireworks, the fireworks were really rolling, no pun intended, for the offense tonight. And that's what we're getting right now. I couldn't picture a better way to celebrate the United States of America 250 years and a Sea Unicorn win. It's a good night to be a Norwich person.
It is. Let's wrap things up because we got fireworks sounding off behind us. We all want to enjoy it. Final totals here tonight. 14 runs on the board for the Sea Unicorns. 9 hits, 2 errors committed. The winning pitcher here tonight, Sean McGettigan. What a night. And it is a 6-out save for Aiden Cochran, his first as a Sea Unicorn. Ian Carter suffers the loss. Norwich gets back in action tomorrow. An early start, 10:30 at Holman Stadium. It's a big one against the Nashua Silver Knights. That's going to wrap up our show as we say happy birthday to the USA. Big one tonight for all of our production crew. Nick DeRue, our broadcast producer and engineer. Evan Olenson and Mark Benway on the cameras. Logan Rundy, how can we forget him? He's our team reporter. My broadcast partner, Mike Neville. I'm Adam Plager saying so long and good night. Happy 4th of July.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns